Hey, that's me. I'm Tom Martino. Welcome to the show. This hour brought to you by Ideal Home Loans. For your next ideal home loan, 303-713-TALK, 303-713-8255. It's car day, Friday. You know what that means. We'll talk about your cars, but not just cars, not just cars. Now, if you want it to be just cars, if that's what you call about, that's what we talk about. But we do emphasize cars on Friday with our experts. We have Jeff, Vic, Kimmer Transmission, Alorama's Pro Auto Care, and we're here to help you solve problems, answer questions, and take complaints. And so is Ideal Home Loans for your next ideal home loan. That's what I say. And I mean that sincerely. Honest to goodness, I mean it. Anyone that I represent, as I said, I mean it. I want to hear from it. In fact, somebody wrote me an email, Daphne, and said, does Martino truly want to hear feedback? Because I got a bid from Simply Floors, and I want to know about it. Now, they didn't say anything wrong. They want me to look into it to see, because I say you'll routinely save from big boxes 20, 30, 40, sometimes even half. And they wrote to me and said, I want to check this out. Here's the price I got. So really, we do it. So if you wrote to me, you know I got that email. I'm not afraid to talk about it because I hold my advertisers to a higher standard like Ideal Home Loans. Listen to this one. Their pre-approval is like a cash offer. They can close you in 3 weeks or less. All they need is title work and you're done. It's not a pre-qualification. It's a pre-approval. They also have other things like the interest rate guarantee, so no matter what rates do, if they go down, you don't get stung. They refinance you free of all lender fees. 303-867-7000, 303-867-7000, idealhomeloans.com. Let's go to the phones. Colin, what's going on, Colin? Now, I think we heard about this yesterday. Is that right, Colin?
Yeah, it is. Yeah, Tom.
So, it's AT&T. Let's go to the problem. What are they doing wrong?
So, I mean, they offered me that deal.
What is the deal? Buy one, get one free?
Right. And then...
that's buy one cell phone?
Get another one for free. And so instead of honoring it, because they told me, like I was saying yesterday, so within 3 months, after 3 months, to contact the customer care, and then they were supposed to start crediting, the discounts to the account, and then stop the charges for, each consecutive month that you have to pay.
Wait, get right to the point. What did they do wrong?
Yeah, they never honored it. I contacted customer care, and then...
When you say they never honored it, Colin, you bought 2 phones, is that right?
Yeah.
And the second one, they charged you for just like the first one.
Yeah, exactly, and they keep charging us for it.
Right.
And then I contacted them, and one of the customer care reps actually told me that they kept denying the deal.
Now, what do you mean kept denying? Like you never got it to begin with?
Well, yeah, no, that they processed the paperwork, or I don't even know that the...
How can you prove you signed up for Get One Free?
Well, I've got notes from the sales rep on the paperwork.
Okay, and what does it say, the notes? Was this hold on, was this a live visit at a store?
Yes, it was. And
when you went back to that same sales rep, what does that sales rep say?
Well, I talked to her manager. I stopped by twice, and she was busy, and then the manager said that they could help me. The manager looked over the paperwork, pulled up everything in the computer, said yes. I mean, it fit all the guidelines, and that...
Well, what's the excuse then for not... What's the excuse for not abiding by it?
He says he doesn't know why they would do it, and I've never really gotten a full answer. So, I mean, I guess what I'm looking at now is my best thing is to seek to go after him in small claims court.
Well, actually, Mark has become the king of that. He takes big companies to small claims court, and he brings them to their knees because they don't want to mess with it. He's done a great job. But let's first try our angel. Don't we have someone at AT&T?
I believe we do.
I think we have someone, or we have someone at an AT&T store that I dealt with, a store manager there that's a pretty good guy. It's out in Aurora. The AT&T store out there, the manager, his name escapes me, but he's a real doer. I mean, he gets things done. Colin, This is just a very simple problem. You have an offer, and they didn't honor it. I mean, and you have it in writing, only notes. What do the notes actually say?
It says contact customer care after 3 months to get BOGO credits.
To get what credit?
BOGO, the buy one get one credits.
Okay. I think that's good enough. Can you send that to us?
Yeah, I could do that.
Yeah, because we want to see it on the paper. Would you mark this, DAF, as a follow-up, okay? Hold on, 303-713-TALK. John, welcome to the show. I'm Tom Martino, and you're on with Jeff Vick, Kimmer Transmission, Alan Ramos Pro Auto Care. What's going on?
Hello?
Yes, John, what's happening?
Oh, I had a truck work. I'm working from out of state up here at Hudson.
Yeah.
And I had a L550 worked on.
Yeah, you told it. We started this one as well yesterday, didn't we?
Well, yeah, and we got cut off.
Okay.
But they did extra work that I didn't authorize. And
now, what kind of work did you authorize?
Park and brake cables put on new, and then I told them when you're in there, because you had to pull the axle and the drums. I said, when you're in there, if I have to have brakes, because I just bought the truck last month.
Gotcha.
So I said if I'm in there, and if I need brakes, call me, and I'll make a decision from there. Well, they put new battery cable ends on, put a spare battery I had in the floorboard.
How much was all this extra work? Just the extra work, how much?
Well, they didn't have it totally itemized, but
roughly.
They charged me for 3.5 hours labor. I was okay. They quoted me an hour and a half.
No, roughly,
okay, 2 hours.
hold on. What is the extra, roughly? I mean, that's what you're complaining about, right? I mean, if they didn't charge you any extra, you wouldn't be complaining.
Right. And then mainly they were snooping because that battery was totally covered up in the floorboard on the right-hand side.
Yeah.
So that told me they were snooping. And then I called Brighton Ford this morning, and they charged more than the parts cost, too. I got the cost of the parts this morning from Brighton Ford where they got them. And,
all right. So how much extra? So how much are you disputing?
I'm disputing about $150.
Okay. What did they say about it? It's pretty clear they didn't get authorized, right? What are they saying about it?
Well, all I told them was, I said, well, I'll pay the damn bill. I'm going to take their butts to court.
Well, come on. For $150?
It's the principal, sir.
It's
the principal.
Do you want us to call them first?
Yeah. Now, I just want to alert the public to, if you go in there.
Okay, what's the name of the place? What's the name of the place?
R&E Trucking.
R&E.
R&E Trucking.
If you want us to call, we will call. Let Daphne know. R&E Trucking, he did $150 worth of, they did extra work. Alaramas, when you're working on something.
Yes, sir.
Do you ever do anything extra, ever?
There are some times where you run into issues where, like, you took something apart and it needs a seal. So you would usually cover that because you already got the labor. When you start another operation and he's talking about putting a battery and that was never on the list, no, you really need to stop right there.
And ask him.
Absolutely.
Because you want to be paid.
Because what we do electronically, every time a customer buys something, we, in our system, electronically push a button, say accepted by who, what time, and a date stamps it.
And are there times you have something open anyway?
Yeah.
And there's a little something extra you can do, and you say, the hell with it, we're going to do it, and you do it. And then and you tell them, look, we went ahead and did this.
Right.
If you don't want to pay for it, fine, but we did it anyway.
It has happened. You know, with the Colorado Motor Vehicle Act, you have to be within 10%, I believe is what the number is, of what you originally estimated, right?
Right.
And so
10% or $100, whichever is less.
Less. Exactly. And so it's an easier thing because techs will come to us and we'll tell people, go ahead, don't stop the process, fix it. I'll talk to the customer. And there's been occasions.
Of course.
Most people you talk to, they go, makes sense, go ahead and do it.
Right.
You know.
All right. 303-713-TALK. I promise. Danny, we're going to get to you. And Jody and Antoinette, please hang on. Daphne, tell them we'll get right to them. Become the Banker. They're having seminars, okay? Now, these seminars are teaching you how to have my bank, my money, my way. In other words, you buy a life insurance. I'm just going to come right out and say it because people say, oh, it's just life insurance. It's not. It is a mutual company. You own this life insurance policy and part of the insurance company. That's why they call it mutual. And when you buy this life insurance, the purpose is not to have the life insurance. It's frosting. The real reason you're buying this life insurance is because the government allows you to overfund it, and all of the earnings are tax-free until you take them out. But if you take them out in loans, you never pay taxes. So here's the idea. Build up the cash, borrow from it over your life instead of a credit card. Pay yourself back that 14, 20% interest on purpose, and that extra money goes back into your account. At the end of your working career, whenever you want, you cash this in for monthly payment loans. And never pay income tax. It's a supplemental income for your retirement. It really works. BecomeTheBanker.info. It is not normal life insurance. You're not investing in life insurance. You're investing in a cash account. Please don't be misinformed by these people who think they know the system. BecomeTheBanker.info.
Hey guys, if you there's going to be a caller at 11 o'clock, and he's going to want to know what's the best extended warranty that you guys know it's for Audi.
Fidelity
It's just if you can, we don't know of a good one, right? And you guys work with them.
Well, they work with them. They know who doesn't give them shit when they call.
Fidelity is one of the better ones. We've seen more success with it. Although most of the extended warranties, it's the person you get on the phone that is dealing with you. Is some of them are boneheads, and some of them know what they're doing. Have you experienced that?
Oh yeah. No, and the customer, one of the things they need to do is, we need that contract in front of us when we're calling. They have name words in there for everything that they are going to be looking for in order to duck out from underneath that warrant. And if and all it takes for me to say, well, yeah, I know the bushing spun out of the direct clutch drum and then it damaged the pump. Whoa. So the bushing was the cost, we don't cover bushing. And boom, you're out. So if I know that going in, then I will restructure what things I'm going to tell them.
Because they'll look for any reason.
Yeah, they do. When it's like, we had something like that. I can't remember if it was a tranny or a differential where the axle popped out, the fluid came out of it, and basically chewed it all up. And they said, well, is there a seal with it? And they're like, well, the seal probably failed and caused that thing to pop out. That's bingo. We were like, oh my God. We're like, take care of this lady. Just like, think about the one with the car with the mileage that I had in my shop, that Cadillac with the motor. And because they entered the mileage wrong at the dealer, they said, we're not going to cover your motor.
Right.
So they want to refund the money on that then?
They gave her back the money on the extended warranty. That's what they gave her. But that was so much less than the motor. The motor was $9,000.
6 to 1, half a dozen the other. If she didn't get the coverage, if she didn't have to pay for the coverage, she doesn't get to enjoy it.
Right. So I agree, but she paid thinking if something happened, I'm covered. That was really the intention. And she had something happen, thinking she's covered, and they backdoored. And luckily, she did get her money back for the contract, but that's such a far stretch, so they normally will not do that. And
so we get this a lot, and you guys know that and stuff, and you guys deal with it. So
it's so hard to recommend. It is so
it's
hard
like going to the DMV. All right, you pick up the phone. You have no idea what the person on the other side is going to be asking you.
Yeah.
Yep. Boy, that's a great example.
Or the IRS.
That is such a good
and they
example.
probably can wash their hands of it.
Yeah, I've called DMV and gotten answers and things done. I've called it and ready to shoot myself by the time I'm done.
For who?
For DMV. Yeah.
Well, that's what it's like dealing with most of these extended warranty companies.
Yeah.
So I got one back in the mid-90s. It was really good. I paid like $900 for it. But they had to pay $50 down.
You're the rarity of the people that say that they love the value.
Oh, well, I didn't get better, but it basically, for the parts, covered the end of the warranty, because of 100,000 miles. So it worked for me.
And here's that thing, too, I've heard in multi occasions, Tom, and I always want to bounce this off. Where extended warranties have done repeat
Par for the course of the week. I'm sorry I didn't have the shoes. The printer was broken. Skeeter?
No, lift up your cup. I'm good. What's your
You good?
Oh, so I
Well, hang on. You don't want anything? I would.
And I said, I tried to call you. And your phone said it was not.
Jimmy John sounds
I've been seeing
Thanks so much.
That's okay. Dan, can you help me?
Who's crazy?
Who's crazy? It's not they'll get it here quick.
I'll get it. You guys want the same old, same old?
Italian nightclubs on which?
Oh, wait.
Italian.
Oh, we're going to Jimmy's.
Yeah. She was cooking pizza. On which? Italian.
Everybody on which?
On which Italian?
You're
I'm
not.
good today, man.
You're good today? Not hungry?
Come on, Jeff.
On which?
I'm hungry.
But you like spicy?
I like it and peppers.
The pepper.
Yeah. That's my life story. So, when extended warranty doesn't repair, say for instance, do transmission, they fulfilled and say they did do it. If the thing continues to have a problem and thing goes out again another time, still in warranty. I've seen in 2 cases where they cover it.
They're crazy
cover
fast. You want them
50%,
now?
or say, no, we've already fulfilled the warranty.
They're crazy fast. You want them now?
yeah.
Okay, you hungry now?
Yeah, it'll take an hour to get it, maybe. Like,
Oh, no, Jimmy John's?
Jimmy John's.
They're freaking
Why
bad.
are they so? Why are they?
Because they're freaky.
DenverEgressWindow.com. Listen to this, guys. Denver Egress Window opens up square footage in your house. You can't get it appraised as actual living square footage unless you have egress windows. So if you want to count those extra bedrooms, you add value to your home, plus durability. You keep water away from the foundation with a good egress window and window well done properly. Safety, protection, beauty, but listen to this one. They can put an egress window in where there is none. So, if there's one there, you can have it rebuilt, you can have it made larger, or you can put one in just on the side of the building, anywhere you want. That's what Denver Egress Window does. They also do something else. No matter what your lot is, even if your lot does not have a slope, they can make a walkout basement that terraces down to a patio area. Think about that. If your house, now it has to have the foundation wall, you know, it's not a crawl space, but if you have a basement, they can make a walkout basement. Yeah, they can make a walkout basement with a patio area, and it's terraced down. To find out, go to DenverEgressWindow.com, and of course they do beautiful window wells, and they're lifetime of durability. 720-626-4221. 720-626-4221. If any of you ever get this basement done, please, I would like to videotape the entire process. So let us know. Okay. Who should I go to next? I should go to that one let's see, the outbound here is Danny. Oh, that's a good one. Danny, you called originally, and we did find out a lot of stuff for you. At least we sent a secret shopper. You went to a clinic, and you were charged like $185, $187, whatever, to a fertility clinic. You paid it. 5 months later, another bill shows up for around $95, and you said, wait a minute, why is this happening? The guy said, because you're both billed separately. And then your question was, why did it take 5 months? They said we had a screw up in accounting. And then the second question I had, why a different price? Okay, are you ready, Danny? We
Absolutely.
sent a secret shopper in, and we're told exactly that. Mr. and Mrs. So-and-so, we charge $185 for evaluation of the female and an interview. If the husband wants to be interviewed, it's $95. And I'm telling you, I believe them. They didn't know it was us. And so the fact that it came 5 months later, I don't know, that's kind of weird, but you do owe it. I mean, you know, if you want to pay it, at least we know it's not a mistake or a double billing.
Okay, yeah, that's all I'm looking for. I just want to make sure that...
No, I understand. Yeah, no, I understand. You were thinking, well, wait a minute. Maybe this is, they were so screwed up they forgot they billed us, or because it wasn't the same amount, but this is truly how they charge. So, thank you, Danny, for calling us. I hope that helps a little, okay? 303-713-TALK. Skeeter. What's going on, Skeeter?
Hi.
Hi. What's going on?
We're just dealing with this transmission issue on our Nissan Altima.
Okay, I want to hear about it, but just tell me. I know for sure that nickname Skeeter came from your dad, because your mom would never call her girl Skeeter. Okay, right?
Yes.
Okay. Anyway, what about your transmission? What's happening?
We have this problem where when you're driving, the speed drops to like 40. You'll have the pedal floored, and it'll slow down to 40, and then you have to pull
do the
over.
RPMs race when that happens?
Sometimes they do, sometimes they don't.
Okay, Jeff. She's driving along, and all of a sudden it starts slowing down, and she might press on the gas, and it continues to slow, so the clutch is slipping, I would guess. No? Yes? What?
Well, what year Altima is this?
This is a 2008, and Nissan had issued an extended warranty on this problem. It's a CVT issue. And
what's CDT?
The CVT. It's the continuously variable transmission.
Which is they should call it something else. CVT should be called PIA. Go ahead. So what should she do? That's pain in the ass if anyone's wondering. So these transmissions are not good. So are you saying because this was issued previously, you should be covered or something?
It was issued. We didn't know when it was initially issued. We had a problem with it. We took it to our mechanic. He changed out all the fluids.
Was it a recall that was issued before, or was it a service bulletin?
It was a service bulletin.
You can still have it done.
Well, we tried. We started this process.
Service bulletins aren't free always. They're not free. Here's what I'm trying to get at. Are you trying to just get it fixed, or are you trying to get them to pay for it? What's the issue?
We're trying to get it fixed under the warranty. The warranty was to expire 8/7 of 18.
Wait a minute.
120,000 miles.
It's a 10-year warranty?
I don't know when it started. I just know that was the end time frame. So we started this process with Larry H. Miller June 28th. So we were still within that warranty period.
Hold on. I really want to be clear on this. That warranty that you have in writing expires at the end of 2018.
No. It expired August 7th.
Well, toward the end. Okay. August 7th, 2018. Next question. How many miles did the warranty expire? Or was it
120,000.
And you're under 120.
I'm at 109,000.
Okay. Now, do you know what kind of a warranty this is? When did you buy it? How long ago?
I bought the car, I think, in 2010.
When you bought the car, and I hate to have all these questions, but I need them. Did you buy that warranty, or was it on the car already?
I think there was one initially on the car, and then when they found out all these CVT issues that were happening, they issued an extended warranty.
Okay. And then are you sure it extends to second owners or third owners?
I don't know. I've been talking to Consumer Affairs.
Where? Consumer Affairs where? Who? What?
North America, Nissan.
Okay. Guys, do you know about this Nissan extended warranty? And when they do this, do they extend it to second and third owners? Do you know anything?
Well, that's up to them whether or not they extend that out to other people.
But do you know anything about this?
I'm looking up the TSBs, and usually there'll be a TSB because it goes out to all the dealerships and whatnot. I'm looking through them, and I'm not seeing on this model where they extended the warranty terms for that transmission.
I've seen where they've picked in.
Wait, I see one where they did.
My mechanic found it. That's how we knew that it was the warranty.
Listen to this.
And we had to take it to the dealer to get it fixed.
Nissan CVT issues are common, otherwise known as, continually variable problems. And the feature was intended to increase. Then it says here something about a 120. Oh yeah, Nissan extended the warranty on some of these vehicles equipped with the CVT transmission from 5 years and 60,000 miles to 10 years and 120,000. The extension covers repairs, replacements, and towing for issues related to the CVT. For the warranty to be effective, vehicle owner must take their Nissan to a dealership for repairs. Okay, but wow, I found it too.
Yeah, it says, like you said, some, but I'm looking under this make and model, and I'm not seeing it listed for it. That doesn't mean it's not there.
Yeah, no, I know.
It's not here, though.
So what we have to do is figure it out. How do you know your specific car is covered? I'm asking.
I've had it diagnosed.
No, I mean, how do you know it's covered under the warranty?
Well, because our mechanic found that service bulletin. He told us that this is what it's covering.
If he puts the VIN number in, can we talk to your mechanic?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Hold on. Can you get her mechanic on? We'd like to talk to him. Let's try to figure this out and fight for you if you have it coming. I don't blame you. 303-713-8255. Okay. Antoinette, you have a question about about insurance and your title on your car?
Yes.
Okay. Can you hold on 1 second? I promise I'll come right back to you. Fuller Law, while we're talking about cars, if you're in a car accident, I want you to think John Fuller, Fuller Law, personalinjuryco.com. Obviously, we're not talking about making up problems. What we're talking about is if you're injured or could possibly be injured, don't sit on your rights. At least get your questions answered free of charge and your case evaluated free of charge. John Fuller. Any questions, anytime. And I mean anytime. Here's the deal. He even calls you back on weekends. If he thinks you have a good case, he'll tell you. If not, he'll tell you. He knows all about personal injury and car accidents. Please call him if you've been involved in one. And if you hire him, you only have to pay him if he collects for you. 303-597-4500. 303-597-4500. personalinjuryco.com.
It is a Mercedes.
No, it's on here. Oh, damn it. I saw it on here, I thought. God damn it. Oh, man. Hold on. You're going to remember this, and when they're on again, I'm crediting it. We're never going to make it work against us.
I totally thought, oh my God, I fucked up, but I didn't. I was like, that would be so typical for this week.
You're fine.
Yeah, Nissan's got so much faith inside these CVTs, they're developing one for the team. They're going to put a CVT in a half-ton truck.
They're really good.
And we see more than Nissan than any of the rest of them.
Is it in all the cars?
This is not in all of them, it's in the majority of them. I mean, they literally put all their eggs in this basket.
I guess that makes me say Nissan. I had a great Nissan. I had a 95 Nissan Maxima. It was a spectacular car. No, I hate to, like I say, I hate to get right over the warranty period and all of a sudden boom, transmission. And you basically just throw them away, right?
Well, no, more and more parts are becoming available for them, and they're becoming available at a price that makes them buildable. And that's been one of the bigger problems in the past. Is you get in there. Okay, first of all, there's only 4 parts available for us to work with, and then even if we could use them, it's too expensive to work on. Well, that's starting to flip now. We're getting more and more stuff available, but still, one of the bigger things is the pulleys in the dang things. If they're wasted, you're done. Just buy a unit. It costs more to buy the pulleys than it does to buy the unit.
Are there rebuilt units out there, or new units, or rebuilt?
We're getting more and more. Like I say, as stuff is becoming available, so that we can efficiently and cost-effectively work on these units.
Gotcha.
It's becoming more and more available. But heck, Nissan themselves, and if you buy a CVT from Nissan, and they're rebuilds, it only comes with a 12 by 12,000 mile warranty. That's how much faith they got inside that thing. And I actually had a customer. He was from out east. I want to say he was in the buyer's area. I had a customer literally 13 months after we put a Nissan unit inside his Nissan. He comes back, that thing is wasted. And Nissan said, well, we'll sell you another.
And how much is it from Nissan?
Installed and whatnot, he was sitting somewhere around 44.
Oh! Oh!
13
months?
Yeah, see, and that's probably why.
I tell you, why would they keep a black eye?
Can we call? This is weird. This is weird, but we need to call a Nissan. We need to call a Nissan dealer and just say, listen, this is not about you. We just need an expert to help us. Let's think. Do we know of any Nissan dealers that come to mind that might be nice people? We can say, hey, we heard a lot of nice things about you. Could you help us out with some information?
Okay, I'll find. I'll try to.
So yeah, because I mean that unit by itself It's $2,642 list, not including installation.
How much, 36?
26.
Why wouldn't she be covered? But what Jeff said is the make and model she found on it.
It may not be covered, yeah, her VIN may not be inside that.
If you have the VIN, you could put it in there, right?
Uh-huh.
Why don't we just get the VIN?
But that's still not gonna pull it up for me.
Oh, okay, okay.
Interest credit card loans, that adds up for all of us, but there are ways around it. Hey guys, it's Russ Kaminsky for my friends at American Financing. I'm here to remind you that refinancing your home loan is an easy way to save a lot of money. Think of it this way. A lower interest rate means lower monthly bill payments, and mortgage interest rates are far more competitive than a student loan or credit card rate. I'm talking rates in the low single digits versus rates in the high double digits. Why wouldn't you consolidate that high interest debt by refinancing your mortgage? You'll speak with a salary-based mortgage consultant who will customize a loan to fit your needs. They're already saving customers up to $1,000 a month, plus there are no upfront fees at American Financing. You could close on your new loan in as fast as 10 days and may be able to postpone up to 60 days of mortgage payments. Get in touch with American Financing at 303-695-7000 or online at American Financing.
The guy's name Brian?
Could be.
Old Mercedes-Benz?
Okay.
And there's catalytic converters on
Yeah, that's it.
And they told him they did the O2s. I guess Kevin paid for it, called our shop and gave him a credit card and paid for half of it.
Half of it, right.
Yeah.
Because there's going to be a lot more shit wrong with it, though, right?
It's an old junker. The problem was he put aftermarket cats, and the aftermarket cats cracked. And so the guy had all those bad problems go back. They warranted it, but he just had to have that problem. And then the O2 still needed to be done. I've got a phenomenal European guy over at the local store.
No, that guy, see, he would tell Kevin, yeah, no worry time-wise and stuff. And then he'd call Suzanne, hey, you know, and then he said he paid $1,000.
Simply Floors Inc.com is simply saving. Simply Floors Inc. Whether it's carpeting, luxury vinyl tile, hardwoods, laminates, engineered, and you will routinely save 20, 30, 40, even 50% over big boxes and other places. And if you have a concern, you let me know. I only have one email on this. They just want me to look at that estimate. Well, you know, I mean, I have no problem with that because Buddy Mitchell says this. Look, he's in business not just to provide flooring, but to save people money by consciously and deliberately taking less profit and providing more service. That is his value proposition. We love the man and his company, simplyfloorsinc.com. We are looking into this extended warranty. If anyone knows about it, let us know. We're calling some Nissan people because Skeeter has a Nissan, and she says there's a 10-year, and we looked at it, 120,000-mile warranty on some of these CVT transmissions because they were having such issues. Now, Antoinette, she has a question about turning her title over to insurance. Why don't you tell me specifically what you're talking about there, Antoinette?
I filed a hail damage claim on my vehicle.
Yeah.
And they don't want to issue me my money until they get a copy of my title.
Okay, now, there's a few reasons for it. One would be, first of all, they're not totaling it, right?
They totaled it.
Oh, well, then that's why. Because they're going to salvage, they're going to total the car, and you will have, well, they don't issue a salvage title for hail. But there's a few reasons. If there's a lien on the title, they're going to pay the lien holder. So there's nothing wrong with them having the title. They're, in essence, buying that car.
But I told them I don't want to sell it because it's the only vehicle I have.
Oh, in other words, you want to keep it along with... Okay, now, here's how it will work, Antoinette.
Okay.
How much are they saying they're going to pay for the totaled vehicle?
$2,600.
Well, what year is this car?
A 2008 Uplander.
Geez, that sounds low. 2,600, did you say?
Yes.
A 2008, guys. Uplander, how many miles?
About 110.
That sounds low to me. Is that a four-wheel drive?
No.
Oh, okay. All right. Does it have a lot of options?
No, it doesn't.
Okay. So it's a base model. Is it in good condition?
Yes.
All right. Now, other than the hail. Okay. Here's what happens usually. An insurance company will total a vehicle and they'll give you a price. That price is for you surrendering the car. Then they sell that car to a salvage yard. In your case, let's say they're going to sell the car to the salvage yard for $600. Okay? That means if you want to keep it, you don't get $2,600. You only get $2,000. Do you understand how that works? Okay.
Yes.
Now, but here's where insurance companies, I believe, screw people. They don't really subtract the salvage value from that car. When people want to keep their car, the insurance companies usually take a lot more money than they should away from the claim. How much did they say they would give you if you keep the car?
That's the $2,600.
Oh!
If they were to get it, they would give me $3,600.
Have you ever considered have you looked around for $3,600?
I couldn't buy the kind of vehicle I have for that amount.
Okay, you're sure of that, right? Okay.
Yes.
All right, now, next question. Do you have a lien on it?
No.
Okay, that's what they want to see.
Okay.
That's all. It's that easy. Now, I don't know why they can't do a VIN search, guys, and find out if there's a lien. Why do they want to see a copy of the title?
That makes sense, yeah, because they can search for the lien easily.
Easily. And for ownership. But there's no harm in it, Antoinette, right?
Okay.
I mean, there really is no harm in it. So far, it sounds like they're treating you fairly. You're getting $2,600 plus getting to keep the car. You can still drive it. A copy of the title, no problem. Don't send them an original. 303-713-TALK. 713-8255. Are we getting anywhere on Skeeter? Okay, Albert, what about Crossroads Honda? What's going on?
Hello, Tom.
Hey, Albert, what's happening?
Well, what's going on right now is I have my car at Crossroads Honda. Been there 5 weeks.
Why 5 weeks, man? Why 5 weeks?
Well, I took it in for an oil change, and I had been using a quart of oil at 86,000, something like that.
A quart of oil, how often, bro? How often?
Well, this just started.
No, but you say it's burning a quart of oil. I mean, but what is the duration?
Well, it was a month.
In a month? Well, how many miles?
84,000 at that time.
No. Okay. How many miles does it take to go through 1 quart? That's what I'm asking. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, do you burn a quart in 100 miles, a quart in 1,000 miles, a quart in 5,000? What do you think?
I'd say about 200.
Oh, yeah, that's a lot of oil, bro. That's a lot. So why did they have it 5 weeks? What do they say? What reason do they give you? I think we're having issues with connection. Albert, you hear me okay, bro? Hey?
Yeah, I can hear you okay.
What reason do they give you for keeping your car so long?
Well, they're saying they're trying to communicate with Hyundai, the manufacturer.
How many miles on this car? Is it still under warranty? You have 87,000?
86,000.
Okay.
Under warranty.
And how many years left on the warranty? What year is it?
2012.
Okay, so you have a long time left on the warranty, right?
Right.
Okay.
That's the problem I'm having, Tom. They won't give me any answers. They won't tell me what's going on. They just keep every week. It's
all right.
Waiting for.
We need to light a fire. We need to light a fire for you. Okay. Yeah. So hold on, Dan, Deputy Dan. Can you write this down? Bruiser, she's on Brutus. I mean, she's on the line right now. Could you tell her to hold that call for Deputy Dan? Line 3 for Deputy Dan. Okay, 303-713-TALK. George has a very simple question. Go ahead, George.
Hi, Tom.
Hey, what's going on, bro?
So I have a question. I do my own oil changes in my car.
Yeah?
And I'm just wondering if it hurts anything. I went to Walmart the other day, and I noticed they have an oil that lasts 15,000 miles.
George, that's the recommendation. That's the recommendation coming out of almost all manufacturers now for synthetic blends and synthetics. Now, there is a mental block many of us have because we're used to doing $7,500, and then if you have a dad or an older brother who's anal, they want you to do it every $3,000. And the world is changing on this, guys. What do you think, Al? You're an old school guy plus a new school. What would you say?
I'm also a car nanny.
Yes, you are. What do you think?
Well, here, when they start extending the life of these oils, they're basically saying that this product is made so better that it's not going to break down.
And engines are made differently.
Okay, engines are made so differently, variable cam timing, tire tolerance throughout the motor.
Right.
So I guess I asked this question. I can put in oil and not have to do it for 15,000 miles. If oil, pretty much of any service I do, is the least expensive thing I can do.
Why not do it more?
I look at the price of motors. Tom, people will pull their hair out if they get the price of what it costs for that year, possibly 12, 13.
Yeah.
What it costs for an actual motor in a car. It is unbelievable. And these manufacturers are selling these products.
So bottom line, if you had a semi-synthetic, do you have a semi-synthetic, George?
Oh, full.
No, it's full synthetic. I would have no problem. I would have no problem full synthetic going 10,000. These guys might say no. What do you say? What would you do in your own car? I want to know your car.
There is no way in God's green earth I would go that far in my personal car.
Okay, how
long? You know
why?
Why? Because I have a GDI engine in my car, which gas direct injection. The carboning buildup is so big.
How much? What would you go?
Here's the problem: the filter begins to collapse.
Okay,
when do I do
how long
mine?
You would go?
5 is the max.
Okay, you would even
full
with
synthetic.
Full synthetic.
My car is full synthetic.
Okay, bro. What about you?
Well, I go about 6,000 with mine. Now, I'm a diesel. I've got 12 quart capacity in there, and here's the biggest thing. With the synthetic fluids, yes, they'll last. The filter is going to be one of your biggest issues. You go with the cheap filters, there are paper elements inside there. They break down, they sludge up, and they start restricting flow.
Okay.
You actually have to spend some good money on a good filter.
And if you're going to go through the trouble of changing the filter, you may as well do the oil. So that's what. So you're saying 5 to 10. You're saying 5, Al. You're saying 10. Yeah. No,
I just
6. I'm sorry, 5 and 6. You know, it's going to be whoever you ask. You just have to use your best judgment.
Can I weigh one more thing in here?
Yes.
Here's what's changing these engines that we see nowadays. There were the years past where 30 to 50 psi was normal for oil pressure. The newer vehicles are all the way up to 80, 90 to 100 psi because of the loads and the demands that are on these motors. They've raised the oil pressure on gas engines.
Okay.
It breaks stuff down.
All right, we got more coming up. Stick around, Skeeter. We're looking for your problem. We're going to try to find an answer on that transmission for second owners. And, you know, we're just going to keep plugging along at 303-713-TALK. Rocky's Auto, 63rd and Federal. Used cars, trucks, SUVs, and vans. If you're looking for selection, you'll find it at 63rd and Federal. And they're open tonight till 7, tomorrow till 7, 9 to 7, Monday through Saturday. 40 lenders to choose from. They get the car absolutely owned, lock, stock, and barrel. Titles are right there, a Carfax with every car, and financing can be written right there and approved before you leave. 303-426-4646, Rockies.
On that Altamont. I can't find anywhere where they've done any sort of additional restrictions.
Larry, I don't know if Larry Miller screwed it up.
Right. A little bit of delay downtown on southbound I-25 on the approach to...
So short of them saying you actually caused this issue, not our tranny, I don't know why she's not getting it.
West of Federal. That's in that typical...
I wonder if they've already fulfilled it. What if they already...
If they already changed the tranny out once, then yeah, it would fall out of that.
I wonder if that's another piece of the story that we're not getting.
Yeah.
What is that?
If tranny's already been put inside that car, it wouldn't fall underneath that extension warranty extension.
See, I'm just thinking, why would they... It is not in their interest to tell a customer, listen,
this is going to be almost impossible to get Jeff in today.
Deliver the experience you were looking for. From the first mile to the last, your experience is our #1 priority. Visit us at AudiFlatirons.com or AudiMotorService.com.
Sheridan Auto Tech is special because of the man behind the business. Kevin Calkin, the owner, is honorable and will never sell you anything you don't need. He will take care of you like one of his own. He has thousands of loyal customers and has been in business more than 20 years. He cares about you. 303-455-7242.
Did the guy with a Honda say he had a Honda Crossroads?
I have to be honest, I would call him...
You said Hyundai, I thought.
Yeah, I heard him say Hyundai at one point, but
it's children's
I was.
Hyundai.
I know. That's what they look at.
Speed network.
But I wasn't listening.
Are
I
you
was actually
doing,
looking
are
at
you
the
doing
details.
BioT?
Am I doing no?
BioT.
That means whether you're
No.
downloading big files.
The reason, can I tell you why? The person that I was seeing was terrible.
Did you have it done?
Yes.
Once or twice?
Twice.
And
She
why did you?
overamped me. She got me almost up to 1,500 on.
Yeah, that's not going to hurt you, but it should be around 1,000. So, but 1,500, what is it, like 1450?
No, 14 is not good. I talked to my urologist. He says that there's an issue with that, bro.
What did he say?
He said it's a health risk. You do not want to feed that much of it. He said prostates, if you have any issues with them, will feed off of that. He said
it's a protection against. I don't want to argue with it.
No, I want to know.
It really is. But you're right. It shouldn't be that high. But it will. For other reasons, it shouldn't be that high. But it truly, no, it's not going to hurt you. It really is not going to hurt you. Not at 1,500. Now, it shouldn't be that high. And who are you going to?
Going to my practitioner, Rachel Salter, Columbine Family Medicine. They were on the.
Well, how are you feeling?
I felt energetic from it, but they said I should feel more clear-minded. I didn't necessarily feel my libido is fine. I've always had.
Even what was it before you did it? What was it? The free testosterone? How much? What was your number?
What was my number? She said
or total.
I was 370.
That's way low.
Yes, I know that, and that's so.
You can hardly get a heart on with 300.
Yeah.
I mean, the numbers don't lie, but Al, for your age, man, that's low. You know what? I agree with you that you don't want to hover up there, but don't let him scare you to that cancer shit. You see, doctors aren't really up on optimization of hormones. They're not. They don't even study it in school. They don't. What they do is they read an article, this is bad, or they read an article, this is good, or they
derive a...
You know, and by the way, I'm not saying that the BioT practitioners know, but the guy who started it, the researchers, and the research on high testosterone is there. Now, here's where it gets dangerous. When that high testosterone, a lot of people are aromatizers, and they convert that to estrogen, and that's cancer. And that's cancer.
My estrogen was up. They put me on estradiol.
I got a guy from Nissan.
They put you on an astrazole.
I got Jason from China Nissan. He has been helping her, and he said yes, he'll come on the radio. So if you'll do it right away, I told him.
Now listen, Jeff at City Lock, I'm just going to
do you want me to tell him?
I mean, we're loaded.
I will tell him.
Tell him, if any, call the third hour.
That's what I'm saying.
Visit Zoom.us to set up your free account.
Yeah, so on that vehicle, the Crossroad was that vehicle that Honda had built, and they made the Land Rover Discovery, had that powertrain. It's a 49-liter motor. So kind of a bizarre little deal. Because it's kind of like a Pilot, but it's kind of more of a SUV than it is a truck.
Revitalized Health at 470 and Ken Carl. It's a hormone optimization clinic. I say optimization because that's what BioT is. They do BioT pellet therapy. I always give the story about these three young, handsome brothers got together and started this practice. It looks like you're on the dating game when you go in there. No, I'm serious. They're good guys, though. They could be on The Bachelor, but they're here at the clinic. Two of them are nurse practitioners. One of them runs the practice. Now, the reason I tell you about the three brothers is because we got this website, HormoneBros.com. HormoneBros.com. They also do Kybella, collagen, Juvederm, Botox. But BioT is, of course, what I do, and I urge you to check them out. They're good guys. 720-361-2302. And really, hormones are something you don't have to accept the depletion. You know, yes, is it natural? Yes, it is. So is dying. That's natural. But the point is, you don't have to accept that. You can replenish hormones and optimize them. 720-361-2302, thehormonebros.com, or just hormonebros.com. Okay, let's keep going here. We have someone from Tynan Nissan. Oh, we so appreciate that. Skeeter says, I have a car that falls within this range. It's a 2000, let's see, where is it? Oh, here it is. Okay, it's an 08 Nissan Altima, and it has a CVT transmission,
and I'm reading all over the place, Skeeter, as we are too, that there is an extended warranty from Nissan for 120,000 miles till August 7th of 2018 on your car.
Yes.
Now, here's the deal. If it's been done before, it wouldn't be covered. But we looked up your vehicle specifically, and it looks like it is covered. So let's talk to someone at the dealer. Now, have you gone to Tynan Nissan?
Yes. They were the ones trying to help me because I
Good.
first took this to
Good.
Larry H. Miller, and the service manager over there misdiagnosed it and closed it out and said that it was fixed. We asked him over and over.
Did he say it was fixed through the recall or through the service bulletin? Okay, just hold on. That doesn't matter right now. Let's talk to Jason. Jason at Tynan Nissan. Jason, how do you weigh in on this? Do you think you can get the manufacturer to fix it?
At this point, I've done pretty much everything I can to get the manufacturer to assist. They've offered to contribute 50% towards the repair.
Now, what does this fall under that warranty?
If the vehicle, the repair would have fallen under the warranty if we were in the time frame.
What's the time frame?
Well, her vehicle had a 10-year, 120,000-mile warranty on the CBT.
When would that be expired?
I believe you said August 7th. I don't have her paperwork.
But she said she brought it up before that.
We
Correct.
started this with Larry H. Miller June 28th.
Do you have a record of that?
I have everything.
And does it say transmission issue at all?
No, because he misdiagnosed it.
What does it say though, Skeeter? Because if it says radiator, it's not a misdiagnosis. You didn't have it. What does it say on your earlier invoice in June?
I don't have that. My car was ransacked. It got stolen.
Well, without it, okay. Well, let me ask you this: does Larry H. Miller even acknowledge that visit?
Yes, they do, and he won't fix it. He said
no, but what do they say about that visit? What do they say that visit was?
They just changed fluids out, the coolant and the
but what
fluid.
did they say the issue was that you complained about?
They didn't listen to what our complaint was. I had a report from
What was your complaint on June 28th, Skeeter?
that the car was having issues losing speed. They're driving
Right.
like
And revving up. Now, somewhere, though, that has to be documented because I don't know why Larry H. Miller, listen, I don't know why Larry H. Miller would lie. They have no interest in this. It doesn't cost them any money. I mean, Jason, I'm not asking you at Tynan to talk about Larry H. Miller, but I'm asking you to talk in general. They don't have a vested interest in turning down repair work, right? Jason?
If people had diagnosed it properly, it would have been taken care of.
We understand that, Skeeter. Hang on, Jason.
As a dealership, we get paid by Nissan or the manufacturer to provide warranty repair.
Right, so you would want to fix it.
Yeah.
Okay. Is there anything you think that will move manufacturers, or they offered 50%? And hold on a second. We'll try to figure this out. I really appreciate Jason from Tynan. They're good people. Skeeter, hang on. I'm Tom Martino. We have a lot more to talk about on the Troubleshooter Network, including this and more.
Like certain...
I don't know, man. What do you think, John?
I think he talks a lot.
And you blame her, though, for being upset?
No, but she should
But you know she brought it in for a problem.
Yeah.
She's not lying.
She can easily go in and get those documents.
Call Larry H. Miller. These guys, if she went in on June 28th, they should have records of it. And damn it, they should reopen it. It won't cost them a dime. You know what? Do you want him to call? Do you want Dan to call? Yeah, he listened to the whole thing. Dan, you call them because it shouldn't cost them a dime. Why would they want to fuck her? I don't understand.
They're not. And they should turn around and call the DSM for the area from Nissan and say, look, we need to get this person.
Unless they want to say that they just
But it's easy enough for them to you print up that document. They print out on the repair order or work order that says customer complaint, blah, 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 blah. Check this, check that, diagnostic codes, blah, 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 blah.
So why would it have went away if they would have just changed the radiator fluid?
Jason said he would stay on for the commercial. Do you still need him from Tynan Nissan?
I don't think so, no.
Okay, I appreciate it. Thank
No,
you. He's been so great. I'm going to
thank you.
keep his name. He's
Get
so
the
great.
name of the maker, the person he talked to at manufacturing.
Okay.
Tell
that
him
he-
we'll use them again.
Yes, and so the manufacturer that he talked to?
Yeah, I want to
Okay.
know, because we can make a fleet to them too.
Okay, and she has nothing. She has no VIN number. She has nothing.
Yeah, but I don't think she's lying about it.
No, but I'm just saying she doesn't.
Unless she
have
went in for an oil change, and now she's saying, you know what?
I told them.
You know, I mean, it wouldn't be the first time somebody lied to me.
So, how many times have you had a customer come back with something completely unrelated to your repair, and they said, well, it wasn't like this in
all the time.
or this was what it was originally doing
Guys,
when
I
I
told
bought
you
it.
this. You got to know when to turn cars down.
We've been doing it lately. Honest to God, we've been
You got
doing
to,
it
man.
lately.
You got to just say, I'm sorry, I don't think
It's just not worth it. We're just upside down on stuff because there are those things you can't even get parts for. Like, for instance, we're dealing with one right now. Subaru motor. Failed Subaru motor. There are no used ones available because they've all blown up. We're no longer freaking messing with any builders because they don't build them right. Jasper tapped out. They no longer build them. They don't want anything to do with them. We're going factory, short block. If the heads are salvageable, we send them out and rebuild them, and we'll build the motors. We are just not going to mess with trying to do used motors and stuff because it's just a pain. And sometimes you have to make these decisions, and yes, it costs us a little bit more, but it's like, I won't do it otherwise. There's no interest because we've had motors shipped to us, wrong motor. We get motors, they're bad. It's like, it's such a waste of time. Subaru having problems with them.
I don't know. Tell me if you've been experiencing this week. Is there something in the water at all the parts vendors? Because wrong parts, missing parts, forgetting to input stuff.
Dude, it started first thing Monday morning. We get a motor mount that nobody has. We wait from Friday. We get it on Monday. The thing has a cutout that goes in, it's not there. The way it leans into the bolt. At the top it has a check. It's supposed to be at 12 o'clock. It's at 9. What is this fit? It doesn't fit our car.
I found that Salon Pause
By miracle,
available without a prescription.
How to get it out? We got the part. The bolt's too long.
It starts to work on
Come on.
contact, providing
Whack it all.
Whack the bolt. Hit this guy's face.
Get a buzz wheel, cut that thing down,
put a nut on it, cut it off, and unscrew the nut, and press the fine. He looked at me and was like, I want this done. This car's been in my face since Friday for a motor mount. You know, it's like, and yes, if I were to, any assessment of our industry, it is double the work on the parts side than it ever has been. You have to look at your orders, you have to match the numbers, we have delivery drivers, we get in a hurry, they're busy. They hand us a thing, there's 5 parts, they deliver 4 out of the 5 parts. Oh, I left it in the front seat. Oh, it's like, what in the world, man? All day long.
I'm keeping Jason on. He has a big piece of information he needs to tell you. She's never taken it in for maintenance. That's a big red flag. And,
yeah, they won't cover it.
And so I wanted him to say that on air.
That's what we're hearing. But people need to know that the manufacturers are not going to cover you. You do not have the ability to prove. You can't say somebody ran.
You know what drives me nuts about that, though? The manufacturers are the ones that started the damn campaign to sell cars that supposedly maintenance isn't free.
Yep.
You don't have to change the transmission fluid.
I know. They're their own worst enemy. You're absolutely right.
Yes, they are.
They give you the Raleigh House impression. You know, like we discussed, sealed freaking transmission. Who? That's like the dumbest thing I've ever heard.
Oh, the transmission? Oh.
Yeah. Well, like the BMW, 12,000 miles on an oil change.
I mean, the Jeeps and whatnot, you know, they've got a tool to check the transmission fluid. It's a dipstick. Okay, it cost me $80, and I got it on the wall.
It's glorified.
And there's like 6 of them.
I have a bunch of them on my wall. Stupid. Absolutely stupid.
But they saved.
If you can get the dimensions, you just need one. You know,
but they saved $8 by keeping that out of there.
And weight, in all actuality. I mean, that's one of the things the American manufacturers are starting to follow the Europeans on. Because one of the things they do in Europe for emissions is they try to reduce the weight of the vehicle every year. They drop the weight. We get to some of the ZF transmissions. The pan on it is now plastic, and the filter's incorporated into the pan.
Wait a minute. How's the filter incorporated?
It's literally the filter.
The transmission.
The transmission pan. Okay. The filter is part of the pan.
Integrated.
So when you go to change the thing, the customer comes in, he wants a transmission service. That pan cost me almost $200.
Oh, you got to replace the pan?
You cannot reuse it.
can't
If you disturb that plastic, okay, if you pull that plastic down after it's been hot so many times, it will not reseal.
Ah, okay. Okay, that
And
makes
guys
sense.
have attempted it. It doesn't work.
It's a losing battle.
It will not win. No, it's disposable.
So then now, so that thing is filter, does the $200 include the filter then?
Yes, it's part of the pan.
Okay.
When you order a filter for that unit, it's a transmission pan.
So now that thing's gonna be the that plus the oil.
Yeah, so I mean, you know, by the time
Tell Jody
the special
get her,
fluids, the
please.
special
I
pan,
don't
and
want her
everything
to
else,
I'll just tell her.
you know, the customer's in for $450, $500.
Rock and roll.
Geez, how's the budget?
Oh, Tom Maggio didn't come. Did he call?
There's no way you can.
Tom Maggio's been in too much anyway.
What car is that now? They do that?
He's been in a lot. Hey, can you kill that audio? Just for No way. I'm on the air. Hey,
Tom Martino, your troublemaker. No, I'm troubleshooter. I'm not a troublemaker. I'm only a troublemaker if you're ripping people off. This hour brought to you by Centeno Schultz for real living stem cell therapy. Please, Centeno Schultz, and I mean this sincerely, really, for pain, arthritis, elbows, fingers, Achilles, ACLs. They can cure ACLs. Now, here's the deal. This is a consumer show. We talk about stuff. So I'm going to get right to Phil, Jody, Kathleen, George, Skeeter, Jason. I got my experts from Pro Auto Care and from Kimmer Transmission. Mark your calendars, okay? The 26th and the 27th. Here's good news. They have a seminar, Centeno Schultz, on stem cell therapy, informational, no obligation, free of charge. Just call and reserve a seat. They have it in Lone Tree for everyone down here because they have a location in Lone Tree, and that's Wednesday evening, the 26th. They have one in Broomfield Thursday evening, the 27th. Both are at 6 o'clock. Here's the number to call, whether you want to go direct and make an appointment for an evaluation or you want to go to the seminar. Here's the number, 303-963-9201, 303-963-9201. It's Centeno Schultz. .com. Also look for him on the referral list. Just look for stem cell. You'll find him. Okay, listen. We have this one issue I want to get right to, okay? And then I'll go to Jody. Skeeter took a car in June. She said she was having transmission troubles. The dealer, Larry H. Miller, misdiagnosed it and sent her on her way. Then her transmission failed, and she's at now Tynan. Tynan can only get 50% covered because even though it was under warranty at the time, it's out of warranty now. She said if Larry H. Miller found the correct problem to begin with, it would have been fixed free of charge. I don't blame her. I would be upset too if she can prove she was there for transmission issues. Jason, you had one, and we're going to still work on this, but Jason had one note to add to all of this. Go ahead, Jason.
So one of the things the manufacturer looks at when offering any sort of goodwill assistance is brand loyalty, dealership loyalty, and lack of maintenance history at a Nissan dealer is one of the things that can cause them to not offer assistance. In this specific case, though, Nissan is offering 50% strictly due to the fact that that's the most that they can provide, being that the actual transmission warranty was 5 years or 60,000 miles. Well,
I understand, but the new extended warranty was
correct.
For 120,000 miles or 10 years.
Or 10 years.
And, hold on, and that was from the date of that warranty forward or from the in-service date?
The in-service date.
Okay.
10 years from the in-service
Okay, I get it. And her car is an 08, so that would have been till 2018. We understand all that, and she bought it in 2010 used, but the original warranty says nothing about you have to have brand loyalty. What you're saying is when it comes to going outside of that and added goodwill, like for example, to consider all of these variables, it would be nice if she had a list of service appointments and regular maintenance, right?
That does help, yes.
Yeah, but in this case, 50% is generous, but wouldn't you be pissed off if you bought your car in while it was under warranty and a dealer missed something? If that's true, I'd be pissed off too.
Yeah, I can definitely feel her frustration.
So we're going to work on this and see what we can do. Of course, it doesn't involve Tyna and Nissan. They're doing a great job. They're making her happy. They're trying to help her. So thank you, Jason. We really do mean that. All right, now Jody. Jody's been waiting quite a while, and Jody has a complaint about somewhere. Go ahead, Jody.
Hi, Tom.
Hi, Jody.
I'm calling because we're having some problems. We took my son's 2006 Ford Fusion into a repair shop here in Greeley.
When?
When?
Yeah, when?
Wednesday, August 29th.
Okay, and what happened?
I was asking them to check the transmission fluid because when he had a brake check, they mentioned the fluid might be overfilled, but they said just check it out.
Yeah.
So I asked them to check the fluid, and then also when putting it in reverse, it would kick really hard. Like
so basically, check the tranny. And what else?
Exactly. That's all. Just the fluid and the tranny.
Okay. Do you have the work order from that date?
I might have the email. Like, they usually email me estimates and stuff.
Okay. So what's the problem?
So they called and let us know that the transmission fluid level was fine, but that it was dark, so they were recommending a transmission flush. And then they said a solenoid was getting stuck. That's why it was jerking, go to reverse. So they recommended the transmission flush and a new solenoid.
Gotcha. So then
what?
what?
We said, okay. So then they couldn't get the part in for the solenoid until
all right. So
Tuesday.
So let's
So
instead of chronology, let's get to like, did they eventually do the solenoid?
No. They did the transmission flush, and then we talked to them, and they said after doing the transmission flush, they discovered a leak.
Okay.
And they said the car was still drivable, but that there was a leak and a crack in the housing.
Are you thinking they did that?
Well, I'm not sure.
Okay, keep going.
It wasn't leaking at all.
I understand. So keep going.
And so they said that there was a crack in the housing and that they recommended the transmission needed to be rebuilt.
Okay.
And that was going to cost $3,600.
Okay.
The car itself isn't worth $3,600.
How many miles on this? 2006?
125,000.
Okay. So listen, if we had to get to the point, are you saying they caused any of this?
Well, I'm not sure if they did or not. It just doesn't seem right.
What doesn't seem right? What doesn't seem right?
So they're charging us. Basically, we're going to have the car scrapped now.
Okay.
We're going to have to have it
so
towed.
are you upset that you went ahead and did some service on a car that you ultimately had to scrap, and they should have told you that beforehand?
Well, no. Originally, they said the car was drivable, and then the next time we talked to them, he said upon further inspection, the leak is pretty significant.
So let me restate the same exact question. You're upset because you spent money on a car that you eventually had to scrap. What am I saying wrong? You're upset because you spent money on this car. Had you known the problems, you wouldn't have spent the money. Is that right or wrong? Or
yeah.
Okay.
But we haven't paid them yet. Originally, we talked to him and told him that this was a huge financial hardship on us and that we were going to have to scrap the vehicle and buy a new one for my son.
Okay, I understand that. But what part are you upset about? Here's what I'm trying to get at. What do you want us to help you with? Are you thinking, here are what I'm hearing so far, possibly they caused the problems, number one, or number two, they weren't competent enough to advise you and you kept spending money when you shouldn't. I need to know.
No, not the latter.
Okay.
He told us at first he would waive the fee for the transmission flush. Because basically we took in a working drivable vehicle.
Then are you accusing them of causing the problem? Because so far I don't hear a problem. What is, Jody, I'm just asking, are you saying you took a car in that had no problem and now you can't drive it?
Yeah.
Okay, so you're blaming them for doing it.
Yeah, I feel like
Okay.
it was something under their care, and so he was going to waive the transmission fee
Gotcha.
for us.
Okay.
And then when we talked to him, he said, we asked, can you waive any part of the diagnostic fee? The fee
How
you
much was
accepted
the entire bill?
140 for the transmission flush, and then I believe 80 or 90 for the diagnostic fee.
Okay. Now,
And
what do you want them to waive? Everything, basically? Would you be happy if they waived all of the fees?
yes,
Okay.
because we just want to be able to pick up the car and tow it.
But here's the deal. First of all, if they caused the problems, then, which I don't believe they did on 125,000 miles on this car, I don't think they did. But if they caused the problems, they would owe you the value of the vehicle, but I don't think they did. That's what they would owe you.
Tom, this is a very common problem on this here.
What is?
There's a TSB.
Hold on a second. This is Tom with Tom Maggio with Hands On Auto. And by the way, just so you know, Jody, when people call, we talk about their immediate problem, but also for those listening. So you're going to say what was common about this?
This vehicle is known to have transmission problems where it'll be harsh engagement, and it was a design failure from the factory in the valve body, and it is about a $1,400 part plus expenses to install it. I don't know why they missed that information, because it didn't take me long to find it, but it's very common, so I don't think they did anything to it.
Yeah.
But this was destined to happen to her car.
Do you think, guys, and that's what I want to find out, do you think they owe her anything, like maybe a refund of the flush or a refund of the we'll come back and talk about that. What would you do? I mean, they did diagnostics or not? Hold on, okay, Jody, and we'll try to figure this out and give them a call if we think we can fight for you on that. Plumline Services, free second opinions. Plumline Services, plumbing, heating, cooling, electric, and drains. Please especially take note of drains. Why? Because they have their own drain division, and they have new technology where they can replace drains without ever digging up the soil. They can do it with what's called pipe bursting, going through the existing pipe, bursting that old pipe, and a new one comes behind it. It's unbelievable. But Plumline Services, free second opinion. So if you're told you need a sewer, a drain line, if you're told you need a furnace, a panel upgrade, anything to do with water heater, plumbing, heating, cooling, electric, or drains, free second opinions, no obligation. Here's the good news. If you're getting a good deal, they're going to tell you. They're not going to lie to you about it. And if they can beat it, they're going to tell you too. You have nothing to lose, everything to gain. PlumlineServices.com, 303-586-1086, 303-586-1086.
I was doing this, but I want to come back to it. So what do you think? What would you do for her?
If I spent time diagnosing it, and then afterwards found that information, I would say, you know what, shoot, I made a mistake. I should have seen this first. I should give you a refund. That would be what I would do.
What do you guys think?
I think that's over and above beside the point, actually. I want to know more about this crack in the case. That doesn't make any sense.
That makes no sense.
Yeah. Where does the crack come from? How did it get there? Right? There's no way a crack started after you flushed the unit.
Right. The flush doesn't cause a crack.
So,
right. And did they possibly miss it when they started the flush and then they noticed afterwards? I mean,
Could they have caused the crack?
How do you crack that's the whole thing, is how in the world would they have? I'd like to see a picture. Like a jack underneath it or something like that where they compromise the case. But something like a crack in a case, that thing's leaking before it comes into the shop.
Oh.
What was her symptom?
She showed harsh reverse, which, I mean, yes, that's valve body issues, that's software issues, but then, you know, the fluid was dark, they recommended a flush, and that's why I hate it when people go after stuff like that, because they don't know what they're doing. This is obviously a general repair shop. You know, what was the condition of the fluid other than the discoloration? She was already complaining about a drivability complaint, so there's a good possibility she needed other work. But did they make those problems worse by somehow damaging this case? Because there's no way this leak started up as a result of a flush.
Would you see a crack and tell if it's old or new? Or not necessarily.
I wonder if the crack's in the case or if the crack's in the rack and they don't see it. If you need to see the picture of the crack.
That's the part that I'm stumped on.
Sorry I'm late, guys. My daughters had a jogathon at school this morning. So
what?
Jogathon.
You look a little sweaty.
Like a little thing. Yeah, do it. Yeah.
So we used to do that, run with.
Henceforth, the additional pink tag, man.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, the badge gave you away. And the hairdo.
Yeah, it was. We were running out late this morning too.
That's okay. Jeff comes in like that all the time.
Just look at me.
I'm not pretty. I don't try to be pretty.
We never accuse you.
We've never accused him of beauty.
What about that JD Weld? Would that fix that?
JD Weld?
No. Once that
Come on, that stuff is good
Hey,
stuff.
you can fix anything.
Yeah,
They can
you
fix
tell
the
my motorbike
shovel.
that it works.
I guess it would depend on where the crack is.
Just like bacon for food, right? It fixes everything, right? It tastes like it tastes terrible. Put bacon on it.
Put bacon.
Put bacon.
Put some cheese.
Go watch the cook shows that they do that stuff on. They go, my wife's been watching it. I don't like watching it.
You don't like watching what?
Those baking shows where they have the contest with cooking.
I don't watch cooking shows. I hate cooking shows. I don't know why
I
people
just
like
watched it a little while. That guy that does drives thins and dives, whatever that thing. And he has another show. And he gave these people a thing. You had to do bacon.
Can you give me a 1 minute warning?
A C. You can go in the store and use any ingredient that starts with a C. So like cheese and chicken or whatever. And people had to make them with bacon in it. And it was pretty wild what they made, man. Some guy did crab.
Looks like Jason with Nissan.
Cheese noodles.
No, we don't need them.
Oh.
It's pretty cool.
Okay. I was just going to say he was giving that update. He had more information.
What more
for
information?
Peter.
What more information?
As far as that she hadn't done all of
We
the
did that.
warranty. She had, oh, you did? I must have been on the phone.
Poor Dak, you got to pass her in.
She seems a little frazzled there.
It's been a while. It's a hard job. Wow. That's a hard
It's a common failure, I guess, this unit. It's 2006 Fusion. I wonder if it's got the same.
Well, then Ford turns around, they put in the DPS 6, and that thing's got all sorts of issues.
Yeah.
And they're expensive as heck.
So I mean, it's just, you could tell. I mean, this transmission was going to fail anyway, right?
Oh yeah. I mean, quite frankly, she's at the lifespan of that unit.
That's done. I'm surprised she has that many miles on it.
I think. I mean, obviously they were going the wrong route, even touching the fluid without looking at TSPs. If they had looked at TSPs, which should always be the first step in the diagnostic, they would have stopped at my tracks anyway.
Mornings 5 to 10. The Kavanaugh accuser.
Probably she had a lot of issues with GDI cars.
GDI or TDI?
We get so many complaints about
The Jettas?
Are they all? They're crap. They're basically crap.
Misfires, European misfires.
They're getting better. They honestly are.
Not anything out of the ordinary.
We're getting a lot.
Really? Engine failure?
Hi, Tom Marchino here. Budget A1 Transmission Auto Repair, $149 transmission service. They drop the pan. They change the filter, check everything else, make minor adjustments. If you need any work at all, you get a full written diagnostic report, no obligation. But they credit you the full $149 if you have anything done. But it is $149 transmission service, Budget A1 Transmission, and auto repair, part of our league of superior automotive shops on the referral list at referrallist.com on Santa Fe, just south of Dartmouth. And it is 303-781-9858. 781-9858. Tom joins us from Hands-On Auto Tech in Longmont. We have Al Aramis Pro Auto Care and Jeff Vick Kimmer Transmission, all great shops. Let's talk Jody. So really, what we're trying to figure out is what they did or didn't do. Tom?
I spoke with Alec at the wrench.
Yes.
And he said he's been trying to work with her, and if she wants to come back in, he will talk to her more about it, but he will not come on the radio.
Okay, that's okay. Here's the bottom line. The transmission for this vintage car was at its end of life. So, really, I mean, Jody may not like hearing this, but it was at its end of life. And technically, Jody, even if they did cause a problem, they didn't really take much from you. Now, however, if there was a crack and they're saying they did not cause it, remember, they're in a catch-22. If they're saying they did not cause it, then guess what else they're saying? They missed it, right?
Yeah.
Okay, they missed it, meaning they did a flush on a cracked transmission. That's throwing money away. That's why they're going to refund the flush, right?
Yeah.
Okay, now, Tom Maggio, what's your opinion on the diagnostic fee?
You know, I feel they should have started by researching instead of just diving into the car. Had they done just a few minutes of research, they would have found a technical service bulletin released by the dealer that would have informed them that this is a high failure unit and that her conditions are caused by a bad valve body and computer programming. And then they would have gone the right route instead of what they did.
So, you would have refunded.
I think that since they made a mistake in the diagnostics, she should get a refund.
Al, do you think she should also get a refund for that?
Those old cars with those high miles, you better look into it. I agree. Before you even go that far. So a refund, or...
Yeah, you would have maybe turned her away saying, listen, we don't really want to work. I mean, I don't know how do you turn people away? What do you say?
Wait, well, here's the thing. Doesn't she need to get this fixed? That's the...
Well, right now, no, it's not worth it. It's not worth it.
Okay.
The car's not worth what it will cost. All she wants, and I don't blame her for goodness sake, she just doesn't want to burn any money for nothing. That extra $90 is a lot. She says, let's just walk away from each other, and I'm going to just junk this car and get another one. Right, Jody?
Exactly.
You're
That's
being
exactly
reasonable. Jody, in my opinion, you're completely reasonable. And so, Daphne, if he said he wants to work with her, Jody, what I would refrain from is the blaming. You know, I would simply say, here's what I would say. Okay, I appreciate you told Tom's crew that you want to work with me. I just want a refund because all of his experts said if I had a crack in that transmission, you would have found it right away. You should have found it, and I shouldn't have had to really pay the full diagnostic or the flush. So I would let us know what he says, okay? George, what's your question, George?
Hey,
Hi.
Tom, I was with you a while ago about the oil with 15,000 miles.
Oh, yeah, the oil. You were asking about the synthetic. What else?
Ross, I have a couple questions.
Sure.
So the filter, they sell filters that are supposed to last up to 15,000 miles too. Does I recommend it to, change it half of that amount? Or?
Well, our guys say they would never go 15,000 miles on oil. So they say, so obviously they wouldn't go 15,000 miles on a filter. But they also wouldn't change just the filter. They recommend, Al says about 5,000. Jeff Vick said he'll stretch it to 6,000. We haven't asked Tom Maggio. He walked in after that discussion. Tom, how many miles would you go on full synthetic?
I say right between 5 and 6. I agree with both those folks.
You guys are very conservative. Man, you wouldn't even do 7,500, huh? No?
Listen, look at it this way. Take a quart
part, that's what he's going to say.
Take a quart of oil, right, and pour a cup of dirt in it. And tell me,
I know.
Mix it.
All right, so listen, George. What else did you want to ask about? The filter is, no, they would not go 15,000 on a filter either.
Okay, so if you go back and forth from synthetic oil to regular oil, it hurts the engine or it doesn't
Guys,
matter?
we hear this all the time. Does it hurt or not?
No. Does not hurt. Myth. It's a
myth. They say it doesn't
But it's not recommended because of the fact that if you're running a particular oil, you're following a schedule, continue with that schedule. Why mix things?
Yeah.
Okay, so what about I heard these guys put some kind of magnets around the oil filter.
That's a bunch of crap. It's just a bunch of crap.
To retain the metal, fine metal. Does that help?
It's a bunch of crap.
If you got metal floating around.
Yeah, a magnet's not going to save you.
So it doesn't help, or it doesn't do anything to you?
I wouldn't do it. There's all kinds of crazy stuff out there. Just do the service.
What's interesting, though, is that the Allison transmission does come, but that's a transmission. It comes with a magnet from the factory.
What is the magnet? What is the magnet supposed to do, guys?
They're called chip collectors.
Chip collectors.
And do they really gather the chips? Yeah.
As long as it's a ferrous metal, yes.
In the transmission.
All right. Kathleen, welcome to the show, Kathleen. You're talking about Southwest Auto Nation?
Yes, sir. I am.
Where is that?
That's in the Littleton area.
Okay. What can we do for you?
I returned a vehicle to them on July 31st.
When you say returned it, you purchased it?
I purchased the vehicle on Saturday, July 28th.
And they
have a 5-day guarantee, no questions asked.
Okay, Saturday the 28th, and then what? returned
The
it?
vehicle was full of cigarette smoke.
Well, you don't
I
have to
brought
even
it
tell
back
us.
Monday.
If they have a no questions asked, who cares, right? You returned it when?
I returned the vehicle on July 31st, and that same date, I bought a newer vehicle
from them.
Yes.
Okay.
I didn't know until August 31st that they had submitted 2 loan applications, and they have
one for the original car and one for the new car.
Right, and they have never flat canceled the original loan.
Oh, no.
And I am liable for it. And
well, they have to. Well,
payment.
obviously they have to fix that.
Of course they do, but I've called many times. I even personally visited. I wrote to them. They promised me that they would overnight flat cancellation on the 6th of September. The latest Bank of America would get that would be the 10th. On the 10th, I found out from Bank of America that they had absolutely nothing from them. The dealership also told me that they would call Bank of America on the 7th and explain what happened.
Okay.
Well, anyway.
Yeah. You know where this is going, right? This is terrible. This is like, you know what it is? I'll tell you what it is. It's like drilling teeth. It's like getting your teeth drilled because it's so painful to hear.
Oh.
So anyway, what I would do is I would call them for you. Okay? Daphne, they have 2 loans in her name. Now, if you can't call during the show right now, would you mark this for Clint or Dan? This is an easy matter. They can't possibly say, oh, well, she has to pay both. They keep promising you, right, Kathleen?
Oh, they told me absolutely
All
it
right.
would be taken care of when
Then
I visited them on the 10th.
All right, you hold on. Just enough said. Enough said. Remember that drill. When you hear problems that drone on and on, it's not your fault. Why do businesses do that? God, why do they do it? Why do they put stuff off and just piss people off? You know, they have a wonderful 5-day policy, but now follow through. Bill, you have a comment on oil. Bill, what is that?
Now, I'm not disagreeing with you.
Oh, I don't care if you are. It's okay.
But anyway, what I was told by a guy that knows more than most.
More than me?
Probably.
All right, go ahead.
All
right.
Maybe more than me, too.
All right.
But is to go by what it says on the dashboard. It's like now I got a brand new truck. It's got 1,200 miles on it, and it's showing about 10% oil life left. And this guy goes, I don't know how they do it, but it works. I've had it tested.
Okay, so you're saying that's a pretty good indicator. Well, how does that work? Tom, you were raising your hand.
Yep. So General Motors put out a vehicle, and then about 5 years later, they released a memo saying, oops, guess what? We took too long for that oil light to come on. You have to come in so we can reprogram your car to make that oil light come on faster. And they did that because they were losing timing chains.
What does that to do with the percentage of oil life left?
Well, that's what this guy is saying, is he goes by when that light comes on.
No,
well, guess what?
No, he doesn't. He goes by the percentage.
It's a program. It's programmed in for time and mileage when that light's going to pop on.
Right.
It's not a... Okay.
Well, the dealers made...
Am I mistaken? Did you say a light pops on or that it gives percentage?
By the percentage.
That's what I thought. He's not talking about a light.
Yeah. Well,
on your dash, it says 80% left.
And GM...
30% left.
GM admitted that they messed up on that and made the percentage take too long to go down to 0.
Oh, but now it doesn't.
Why do they keep doing it?
So you have to know that and go in and get it reprogrammed.
Oh, I didn't... On all vehicles?
On just certain GMs. But my point is that the dealer they can make mistakes.
Yeah.
And that light is not the end all be all.
I wonder how many miles it ends up being. Do they go by speed as well as starts and stops? And how do they figure the percentage of oil life left? Is it strictly mileage?
Some European vehicles actually have a sensor that can detect oil condition, but on most cars it's just an egg timer. It's a simple egg timer.
So it goes by time and by mileage. So it counts days and miles, so it's either or, because you hear 3,000 miles or 3 months. I want to ask that. Hold on. I want to talk about time, not just miles, because the little old lady from Pasadena doesn't necessarily put 3,000 miles on the damn car that often. So hold on. 303-713-TALK, 713-8255. Go Cam, C-A-M. Go GoCamSolar.com/troubleshooter. You get a form, you fill it out. It's a free evaluation of your lot and how much radiation it produces for solar power. They will guarantee that. Guarantee it. If you go with Cam Solar. They also guarantee parts and labor on your system. It's a many year guarantee. Now, the reason I don't say 20, it is a 20-year guarantee. But don't go by that because it's only as good as the company lasts. But the point I'm trying to make is, even if the company went away, they put major components on your home, and I don't think the company is going away. But I just want to be a consumer advocate while I'm doing this commercial. They're a great company, 3,000 systems in effect. If you're going for solar, you can save money from day one, no money out of pocket because of tax credits. No money out of pocket, low monthly payments, lower than electric. Here's the number. Here's the place to go. It's Cam, C-A-M, GoCamSolar.com/troubleshooter.
This is Denver's talk station, 630 KHOW, an iHeart radio station with Ross Kaminsky mornings, Michael Brown afternoons, KHOW, Denver.
It's finally here. Our 2018 iHeartRadio Music Festival. Don't miss the biggest superstars.
Everyone in music wants to be here. T-Mobile Arena in Las Vegas.
Watch live on CWTV.com or the CW app and listen on iHeartRadio tonight and tomorrow at 8 p.m.
Sponsored by Capital One. Capital One is using technology, innovation, and interaction to bring its customers great products, rewards, service, and access to unique and unforgettable experiences.
Do you know what I love about Art of Granite? You can get price quotes on the phone. All you have to do is have some measurements and a photo. Give them a call. 303-386-5919. Art of Granite supplies premier designer countertops and cabinets. A direct importer of stone, granite, and quartz and other natural stone. And all solid surfaces. Visit their showroom in Golden. Get your wholesale countertop material, custom edges, sinks, cabinets, and you'll love the work they do. They'll make an appointment right then, and from the templating appointment, it takes just 1 week for installation, serving Denver Metro and the mountain communities. And when you have the kitchen done, they do the bathroom free, and they tear out and haul away everything free. Artofgranite.net. 303-386-5919. That's 303-386-5919. 303-386-5919. Artofgranite.net. Also on my referral list at referrallist.com.
At Lumber Liquidators, transforming your home with a beautiful new floor is easy with our new installation services. Choose from more than 400 styles of beautiful hardwood, bamboo, laminate, and waterproof floors. Then relax and let our professional installers get it done. With Lumber Liquidators installation services, you'll get an in-home assessment and professional installation that's covered by a 1-year warranty. And we offer special financing so you can get started today. We'll be with you every step of the way, ensuring that each stage of your flooring project is a success. Just call 1-800-230-1686. We're here to help you save time and money and take the stress out of your flooring project so you can get on with more important things like enjoying your beautiful new floor. Stop by your local Lumber Liquidator store or visit us online at lumberliquidators.com for free samples and huge deals on more than 400 floors, and leave the work to us. Call Lumber Liquidators Installation Services at 1-800-230-1686 to start your flooring transformation today.
If you plan on buying or selling a home, listen to this important message from Rex. There's no longer any reason to pay 6% to sell your home. Introducing Rex Real Estate. Rex sells homes for the lowest fee in the industry, 2% total, saving Denver homeowners tens of thousands of dollars per transaction. With Rex Real Estate, you get a full-service team backed by technology. They don't market homes the way traditional agents do. Rex uses big data and...
Anyway, it's coming in.
Are we back up? We're back up. All right, that's my confession, guys, and I'm just going to stick with it.
Dan, at Troubleshooter? Yeah.
I'm sorry it happened.
I'm really sorry it happened. And for my family and everybody around me, I'm sorry.
Then you're going on right after Kavanaugh, and you're going to explain it all.
Boy, is that a screw job for him or what?
Oh, dude, it's nothing more than political hack.
Guys, does anyone ever pinstripe one vehicles anymore? Ever? It's so old fashioned, isn't it?
If you're just looking for it, you can get a the people that put the badges on the cars or whatever, they'll do it.
I don't know. I'm just curious if people ever do.
Maybe on some custom restores and whatnot.
I'll ask you guys on this one. We had it 2 days ago. Do you like this suit or not?
How about wood panels? Can we get wood panels on here?
We were going to put a vote out there, and we always, one of our lawyers.
It's the last place you'll need to visit to get the care you need. Is the condition of your mouth causing you to live a life of quiet?
Here's what I want to show you.
Call me. I'll take great
You see
care
this
of
poster?
a safe place to take care of all your dental needs.
Oh shoot, I can't copy it.
Look at him.
I know. He's doing. That's good.
Oh yeah, no.
That's funny. That's pretty funny. Here, Tom. The little boy touching his mirror.
Oh yeah, I've seen that.
What they should do is put Kavanaugh's face on that little boy.
It's a hack, isn't it?
Oh, this is freaking terrible. I mean,
No, a 16-year-old boy drinking at a party, even if he did it, doesn't define him. I would say, even if he did it, it doesn't disqualify him unless it was a pattern of activity throughout his life. One incident doesn't define him.
But what the Democrats say, so at least he did it, though, huh?
Artofgranite.net. That is a website that will change your life if you're getting countertops. You will never pay more than wholesale for the material, even if you buy it somewhere else. That's artofgranite.net. Mitch Floria started this company. He'll give you a price on the phone. That's what I love about it. A price on the phone. Because he only charges for his fabrication and installation. He doesn't even charge for tearing out and hauling away. Or he doesn't charge for the bathroom when you do the kitchen. So here's what you do. You call him and say, I want this much granite, this many cabinets. And then the cabinets, he has a small markup. The granite, no markup. He charges for fabrication and installation. Get your price on the phone. He does the whole Front Range and mountain communities. Open 6 days a week, closed Sundays. 303-386-5919. 303-386-5919. Okay, people, let's keep going. Let's help people. That's what we'll do. Ty has an insurance issue. Ty, what's happening?
Hello, sir. How are you?
I'm doing good, Ty. And insurance is hassle. It's just, it's always a hassle. What's happening with your insurance?
Well, what happened was I parked my car at where I work.
Yeah.
And then where I work, there's another company right next to us.
Yeah.
And then on April 17 this year, we had a high wind.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then a couple of the equipment flew over to my parking lot.
Okay, so it was commercial equipment of the other business.
Yeah.
What flew over exactly?
Like these huge pieces of wood.
Okay, so pieces of wood flew onto your car.
Yeah, and damaged my body and my mirror and stuff.
How much damage?
Like the mirror is out, and then the body's all scratched.
Okay,
and,
now can you prove that happened?
Yeah, I took pictures.
Okay, here is the issue. Okay, let's not even talk about whether it's insurance, car insurance, premises insurance, whatever. Let's talk about what's called liability. Okay?
Yeah.
Why would it be their fault? If it is their fault, why would it be?
Because the stuff came from their yard.
Okay, now, that's right in some cases. In order to be negligent, in some way you got to contribute to negligence. That means if they routinely have high winds and they know they should secure things and they don't, that would be sometimes negligence. What about they never have high winds and they routinely stack plywood outside and a freak windstorm came up? Then I don't think that would be negligence. Now, I'm not speaking in a court of law. That's a whole different thing with an attorney and a judge and all that. I'm just talking about common sense. Now, I want you to use your common sense now. Pretend it's not you involved. Do you think they did anything wrong? Other than, remember, just having wood on their property does not make them wrong.
Well, that's why I told the lady that picked up the phone, I said, I didn't know what to do.
Okay, right. And neither do I until we investigate. So, What kind of wood? Was it flat wood or pieces of sticks, like or 2x4s like that? Was it dimensional lumber or flat sheet?
Flat sheet, and those wood are pretty heavy.
What is that wood used for?
I'm not sure. It's just lying around in the yard.
Okay. I think your comprehensive insurance would be the one to pay.
No, I did that already.
That's for wind. That's for wind and damage, hail. That's comprehensive.
No, I did that already.
What do you mean you did that already?
I called my insurance and used my comprehensive already.
Good. Did they fix it?
Well, they gave me a check to fix it. I didn't fix it yet, but I just want to know.
Good. Okay, you did the right thing. You did the right thing.
I just want to know, is the people over there responsible or not?
I don't know. They're only responsible if they're found to be responsible. I'm not trying to play games with you. What I'm saying is most likely not. Unless they did something to contribute. Did you want to say something, Al?
No, I think you're spot on with that, because what did they do to contribute to it? It's,
right. It's not their fault it was windy.
They can't control that.
No.
Yeah.
Now, if they were foolhardy and had trash all over and they were messy, it's possible. Most of the time, though, Ty, when it's weather-related, let's say they have a tree on their property and the tree blew over and hit your car. Would they be responsible? Would you think they're responsible, Ty?
A tree?
Yeah. If a tree flew over on your car from their property, if it fell over and hit your car, would you think they'd be responsible?
No.
Okay. What if a tornado came and ripped apart that building and that building came down on your car? Would they be responsible?
No.
Okay. And the reason you're saying that is because you're reasoning that they could not do anything to prevent that. And they could not see it coming. So you have to use the same standard on that plywood. Was that plywood put in such a way that was reckless or negligent? Just because something is in your property. Okay, let's say you're getting ready to finish your basement, Ty, and you have some plywood delivered to your yard, or you're doing your roof, whatever. And the lumber yard delivers a little stack of plywood, and you're going in, getting some lemonade, putting on some old clothes to do some work, and a thunderstorm comes, and a gust of wind picks up a piece of that plywood, and it flies into the next door neighbor's home. Do you truly believe that you're responsible for that?
No.
Okay, so you're answering your... Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to hang up. Oh, my goodness. I hung up by mistake, Ty. Ty, if you're listening, bro, I'm sorry. I did not mean to hang up on you. It was a mistake. But I don't think... I think we made the point, right? 303-713-TALK. Todd? Your turn, Todd. What's happening?
Yeah, I had took my truck in to have a transmission service. The dealership found a couple of things that needed to be addressed. Nothing major. Got the truck back, paid the bill, and the truck won't shift into manual now. And
what did they do to it? What did you take it in for, like a flush or a service with the filter change or what?
Just general maintenance on the the differentials and having a granny plug, and nothing specifically wrong with it, just maintenance.
And how many miles on it?
Right now, about $130.
Okay, and now when you drove away, what happened?
Nothing. It drives fine. The transmission just will not shift into manual. On my model, it's you have drive and manual. You can shift on the column. I never used it, but
how did you discover it? How did you discover it won't go into manual?
I was on a job site in some mud. Tried to shift down into manual to get low gear, and it wouldn't go.
Hey, Jeff. And now, another question, Todd. If you never used it before for a while, maybe it wasn't working before, or don't you know?
No, well, the original reason I took it in, the linkage on the column broke. I had to have that repaired. You get in and shift the shifter on the column, and nothing happens. They repaired that, but then it wouldn't shift into manual. after that repair and the maintenance and everything.
Now, you can't physically pull the lever down into that position?
Yeah, that's what I wanted to know. Yeah, is it stuck where you can't move it, or you do move it, but it doesn't do anything?
Right. You do. When I got back from vacation and got in to go do something and went to shift in the drive, and the shifter just went around the column and didn't do anything.
No. Since the repair, you said now it doesn't go into manual.
Yeah, this is what we're talking about. Are you saying that you physically can't shift it into the M position? Or
that's correct.
So it's stuck.
Well, you said you were in the mud at the time. Did you look to see whether or not you have something actually blocking the linkage down below?
I'm sorry?
You said you were in the mud when you tried to actually use it. Did you check to make sure you didn't get mud or rocks or something actually down at the shifter linkage at the transmission, preventing it from moving?
No, I have not. I called the dealership back.
All right, hold on one sec. So here's what we have so far. The shifter is literally stuck. Hold on, and we'll talk about it, okay? 303-713-TALK. Frank Duran, therealestateman.com. The best, whether you're buying or selling, you'll never find anyone better, and I'll put my name on that and any amount of money. And you know what else? He won't hold you to a long-term contract because he knows he earns your money every day, and that's what he needs to do to please you. 303-920-1622.
Well, if he was in the mud, I mean, we see it a lot actually during the winter when customers are driving in ice conditions. They'll actually, the linkage down at the trans gets bound up because of rocks, debris, ice, whatever. So if you can't physically move it there, then either A, that happened, or B, they just put a shift cable on it.
Yeah.
It's either out of adjustment, wrong cable, they didn't put it in properly.
Got a million things. Could be.
So you're saying those magnets on the oil, I've never seen them. Doesn't really do anything about little spines. The filter's supposed to do that. No, but if the hole's over, okay.
So they put those magnets inside of there. Absolutely.
Oh, I think they go on the outside, but they could have them on the inside.
When I found this, I printed it out and put it on the wall in the shop.
Southwest Automation with consumer relations.
Engineers, dealers are just now learning what my dad taught me.
I told her to follow through with us, and the post's going to let me know what happens. She said, I'm going to
What was that issue?
That was the one where she had the 2 weeks differential.
Oh my God, two lungs.
2 lungs, yeah. 2 lungs, and Linda said, yeah. She goes, this is ridiculous. I'm going to handle it. I told her to call back if they take care of the shit. Follow through. I just found her. I asked her. She's that. Yeah, I would have passed it on, even corporate in your relationship. I didn't want to do that.
But that's what wear stuff, right?
It smells like a
So why don't they make a filter that has a, like a little screen, put the magnet here, but yet it drains up to this here.
Tom, I'm giving him that TSB where the dealer admits that they made the oil change interval and percentages too long. And he said he could put it up on your screen.
Canister, okay.
The cars were 07s, but they didn't figure it out until I think 5 years later. I think they even were nice enough to say if your timing chain blew, we'll replace it for you.
Well, why? Can oil change intervals affect the timing belt?
Timing chain. Yes, they're so long now because of overhead camshafts.
Belts are not lubricated, right?
No, that would be awful.
Chains, of course. Chains are dipped, though, right? They're not. They go down in a pool and come back up.
They'll actually have sprayers. So usually have a port or something to squirt it out on them.
One location,
And everything's different. You look at the Fords with the freaking on the other sides of the can, the overhead cans, right there on either side of the head.
I had a car that had an oil
I don't know. I think there's more than Mercedes out there that's still using them.
Why do they do that?
What about the blocks and the rings and stuff? I mean, that's the
Do you want an email of this TSB to? What's your email? At Troubleshooter?
I don't think that even came up in the call, but it's good to have. And you say it was quite recent.
Well, what he was saying is that he doesn't believe in the 5,000 to 6,000 because he's got that monitor. And what I'm saying is, if you follow that monitor,
he said he found it to be quite continuous.
Yeah, and what he doesn't realize is it's a slow ticking time bomb.
So you're saying you're positive that it's wrong unless you went in and had it readjusted, right?
What I'm saying is that you won't find out if it's wrong unless you have these vehicles where they've already admitted it until it's too late. So just go with 6,000 miles.
Well, yeah, I think, don't you think most people do? I don't think most people follow that monitor.
You'd be really surprised. You'd be really surprised. I had a guy with this gorgeous white Acura.
That's a major deal.
I had a guy with this gorgeous white Acura, beautiful luxury vehicle, a long time ago. Came in running like garbage, 35,000 miles on. I'm like, when did you change your wheelbase? He goes, huh? Change my what?
Wait. I had a girl one time. Honest to God, it was in the 80s. Oil contamination, and she called. And I asked her, when did you change the oil? She says, well, it was new when I bought it. And the car was coming up like 1,080.
Hi, Tom Martino, your troubleshooter icon, iCare.com. I cannot say enough about them. And what I like talking about, I know they do all services for eyes, including LASIK. I don't want to diss LASIK. It's fine. But your eyes continue to age with LASIK. And if you do monovision, that's one close and one far, that's up to you, okay? But here's the bottom line. If you do the clear lens replacement, you'll have perfect vision forever. No cataracts, no glasses, no yellowing, forever. I had clear lens replaced. I did not have cataracts. I chose to have them done electively, and you can too. Now, you can wait for cataracts if you want. Here's the great thing. You don't have to choose between near and far. They do complete lenses. IconEyeCare.com. All right, I got to get to the phones. Phil. Okay, Phil. Go ahead, Phil. Sorry for the wait. Sir, what's happening?
Yeah, my son got into an accident last week, and the other party accepted liability. I'm just wondering what is a great place to go to actually have his car repaired. It's kind of a custom car. He's got a white body kit on it.
Ooh, a custom car. Like, is it a lot of fiberglass?
Yeah, it is. It's kind of, like I said, a wide body kit, and actually has a wrap on it and everything else like that. They came out and actually cut us a check.
Okay. Okay.
But I just want to know of a good place to go. I live up north, or it doesn't matter. I can take it wherever, but I'm just looking for a great place to go.
Now, we have, I don't know how many right now on our referral list. I'm not saying that they're going to be the ones. I'm just saying that they might have recommendations if they don't feel comfortable. But I do know that there were a lot of them that specialized in these classics and fiberglass. Al, come on, man, you're into a lot of this. Where would you take a car like that? Do you remember Perry and Terry used to be really, They used to be real big on all these cool-looking cars. I don't know if they're still around, are they?
I don't know if they're owned by the same people. I could have thought that
see, that's the problem. A lot of these people may not be owned. And then there was another one. Was it Massa? No, wait. It was...
Maxim?
No. It was... I'm trying to think. Listen, we're not the best right now because we don't have anyone on the referral list that specializes in older cars. But I think if you call Purifoy Chevrolet with all of the Corvette work and the specialized work they do, you call Jerry in service, 303-659-8311. They would absolutely have someone they could recommend. Okay, and that's Purifoy Chevrolet because they see a lot of custom cars, and they'll have someone guaranteed. We got more coming up. Today is the day you break the stranglehold of addiction. You and your family can't lose another precious day to this horrible disease.
No, we do, but he may not be accustomed to that.
He's got flared. He wants all the offenders and everything.
Let me just look at it here. I'm going to go to Reynolds and see. I know we have some good people. Michael's was a good one here.
Colorado Auto Body says they got 150 years of
Now, oh my God, they're great. They're in Aurora, right? That one?
They're south, though. He said he's north.
Are they north?
I know Mankey's real good if they're on your list.
Mankey's took over Rolly's body shop, didn't they?
That's what I was thinking.
But they still do custom work out of there because that's his business. There's a lot of customers.
Mankey for the $3,000 sunball.
Is John out there? On the call for, oh, you want me to do something other than messing around, right?
Okay, no, I gotta tell her she on that call.
Colorado Auto Body. Yep.
With Ross Kaminsky mornings, Michael Brown afternoons, KHOW Denver.
A Senate hearing still up in the air. Lisa Brady, Fox News, lawyers for the woman accusing the Supreme Court nominee.
It's hard to search just body shop.
Yeah, no, I did. But it came up, Colorado Auto Body came up.
Yeah.
You know, God, this new list is so beautiful, the way it works.
I've got to get in there.
No, it's really beautiful. Yeah, have you guys...
I haven't updated mine
Have
yet.
you looked at the new referral list? It's beautiful.
No, I haven't actually been in. I need to. Right?
Oh, I am in
The
there.
newest one, yeah. The last one you came out with, yeah.
This one.
But there's different ones. Yeah, I've been in there many times. I thought maybe you had something new that I just...
Oh, no. And we're getting more than 1 million visits a month.
Next week, so long as senators offer terms that are
That's not hits.
and which ensure her safety.
Tom, I'm going to bounce something off of you.
Yeah.
My daughter has a 2013 GMC Terrain.
Yeah.
It's got that accident avoidance that the camera up in the mirror sees the brakes of the vehicle. She was in a collision. She was in a wreck. Went to the body shop. She got it done. Batted back. Ran 5 days. The light comes on that the system has a failure. Goes back to the body shop. They check it. They say everything we've done looks great. Go to the dealer. See if they can go. See if there's something related. They go to the dealer. They say that the module right behind the camera is fried.
From the accident?
Well,
that's the biggest thing.
She was hitting the back or the front?
Front. And so,
how does that fry a camera?
That's what I'm saying. I'm bouncing off of him to think if he knew of anything that could do it.
Did they have to replace any of the sensors in the system when it happened?
Did they disconnect the battery when they were working?
No, because that one doesn't have them up in the front. It doesn't have the little...
Did they disconnect the battery when they were working on the car?
They would have to.
Well, they don't always, which is really weird.
Well, because you have to do some of the lighting and all the stuff in the front. You typically, I mean, I would assume they would have. That's an assumption. But I'm just going...
Because the first thing I'm thinking is if something was damaged and shorted out, that would have burned it. But if there's nothing in the front for that, then...
Always here on my car service was on time. I had a guy clean it. And it wasn't like the complete one.
So what you could do...
Yeah.
Who was it?
That was Victor over at White Car
Look at the
White
other
Glove
one.
Car Wash.
Look at the other one.
Is he still there?
Oh yeah, Victor, absolutely.
Do you know what he charges to do that?
For the detail, he's anywhere between, depending on how soil, $250 to $300 for full blown. That's shampooing and everything. He might go less for you though because he gave you a smoking deal last time.
Yeah, all you need is
I think you want 150.
Really, that's really all you need. That's the meat and potatoes right there. That's what says that they got to reduce the time intervals. So basically, people have been driving, watching that light, and destroying their cars. You know.
I can't believe it's just time and
White Glove, Victor, 303-696-8989. Victor, he runs the.
Well, you can't reprogram. They got to go in with a special programmer to adjust that light to come on faster. You can reset it yourself.
My daughter, she
But
took
what
it
they're
the
doing is normally maybe it comes on in 10 or 12,000 miles, and they're like, holy crap, they're changing it back to 6.
This thing worked perfectly before the wreck. And so they're like, well, we can't see what in the wreck would cause this to fail.
Testing beyond standard.
And so I couldn't figure it out either. I bounced it off of these guys.
Now, Victor doesn't have any mobile service, does he?
No. There are some mobile guys out there.
I have one, but he's out of town, and I want to do this before I turn it in.
Yeah, you want to get it. Well,
What year was hers?
Just do your vehicle's not that bad.
No,
Do the
hers.
full
What-
service
what
cleaning.
all?
That's $30.
Do they have a little, I know, do they have a little notch above that at those
Yes.
kinds of places?
Yes.
Maybe I'll just go there.
Just go to the drive and just tell him who you are. He'll knock you out. He's really good.
Al, what year was
Put the wow back in your curtain with Magic Sunday from Plancha. America's
I think I know something on that vehicle. I'm going to say, but I just want to confirm the same year.
home exterior will be anything in the neighborhood. Thanks to Mastic's solar technology, we're able to offer the richest colors available with the industry's only no discussion promise. Visit Mastic's.
Everybody loves these cars.
While you're there, find
I don't know why people love it so much. I mean, they're nice cars inside. She's got the SLT, SLE.
SLT, the whole logo. The logo.
Yeah, they're beautiful cars.
Loves that car. But the thing, you know, is...
Now, does she have the 6-cylinder or the 4-cylinder?
6.
Okay, here we go.
3.6 GDI motor.
There we go. Let's see if this has what I think it has.
Yeah, because it's just, you don't remember me talking about Joe's Air. Never had a glitch with that. And also 2 wrecks and that thing deputies out of my... You don't recall Joe's Era, right? And the dealer said...
Oh, no, we have
can't
not
link
Joe's
it to the actual...
This is the Troubleshooter Show. Now, Tom Martino on 630.
Tom Martino here. Welcome to the show. 303-713-TALK. This hour brought to you by Fix It 24/7. An expert to your home for just $39 to find a problem no matter how long it takes. Chris wants to talk about an injector and a cleaner. He wants to know, can it be used too much? Robin wants to talk about burning oil on a 2009 Toyota Camry. And then, well, we did leave off with someone who doesn't seem to be there right now. 303-713-TALK. A shifter that wouldn't shift. And we have some theories on that one. And then Phil I have written down, but I think he hung up. So we have one line open, 303-713-TALK, 713-8255. Fix It 24/7. I've known the owner for more than 20 years. And this is his theory. 100% satisfaction guaranteed, all prices up front, and it's that simple. Now, fixmyhome.com or 720-526-3939. Plumbing, heating, cooling, electric, and drains. If you have a problem, they will find it for $39 and completely document it and give you exactly what it will cost to fix, no matter how long it takes. Most of the time, it's the hunting that costs the money, but this is limited to $39. And better yet, if you have the work done, you don't pay the $39. And you get a $77 discount. 720-526-3939. The entire metro area, 720-526-3939. So, Chris, what about this injector cleaner? What do you want to know about it?
Well, I do my oil changes every 5,000 miles, and every other oil change I run a can of 44K through. I'm just wondering, is that overkill, or am I just maintaining a very clean engine?
Every 5,000 miles, 44K, is that an induction cleaner in the intake? It goes into the intake?
It's fuel. Fuel tank.
Fuel.
Oh, fuel in the fuel tank.
Yeah, it goes in the fuel tank.
And what does it do?
It is a cleaner. Breaks up the buildup
for the injectors.
In the injector, but also it sprays. If it's spraying the valve, it'll spray the valve face as well and clean the top of the combustion
chamber. Does it work?
Absolutely.
Oh, cool.
Absolutely, it works great. You're doing it every 10,000 miles, right?
Every 5.
Every 10,000.
Oh, I'm sorry.
10.
Every
yeah.
10.
I do it on mine.
Every 10?
Absolutely.
Okay.
How about you guys? I mean.
Yeah, it's a wonderful product. It'll even help you pass emissions if you're right on the cusp.
And is it? Can any of this be used too much? I don't mean for expense reasons. I mean, does it hurt?
No way. How keeping clean motors is going to hurt? No. And Tom, I want to weigh on one thing. With the cars and the newer cars, so many of these people neglect and they think, maybe I shouldn't put this in. I'm telling you, it helps extend the life of these cars, the motors, the engines. It makes a huge difference.
And you guys love BG products.
Since you're mentioning them, and I'm sure everybody here uses them, if you get on BG's program and you do their every 30,000 mile service, BG will replace your engine if it goes bad. They will replace your transmission if it goes bad.
They aren't. You know what? BG is one of the few companies, listen to this, that every single mechanic I have ever talked to, or technician as you put it, they're not just mechanics anymore, every one of them agrees on BG products and the company. Why is that? Every single one.
Their standard and excellence is unbelievable.
They corner the market.
And 9 out of 10 cars that we do a service to will actually correct the problem.
Wow.
We
think about that, people.
We can buy any product, and yes, we can make money on selling any product. We put products that fix problems because we look good when we fix problems.
BG, man, what a great company. And are they direct to the consumer? Can they buy them?
Only at Napa, I believe, right?
They can get certain items like the fuel additive he's talking about, but some of the more professional stuff that require tools to inject are shops only.
All right, Robin?
Yes.
What's going on with your oil?
Well, I have a 2009 Toyota Camry with 225,000 miles on it.
Okay, now hold on one second. Did you just say 225?
Yes, I took care of this thing.
Okay, you deserve absolutely applause. You haven't had it from new, have you?
What?
How long have you had it?
Yes, I am the original owner. It had like 5
Robin, you are beating the system. You are beating the hell out of the system. You no, seriously. Tell me your secret. What have you done so far?
I always get its oil changed.
How often?
Every 3,000, and then my mechanic said go to 5. You don't need to go 3.
Okay.
He said that
And then
was a
what?
bit.
What else do you do?
And she goes in for a checkup every year, whether she needs one or not.
And you stay on top of air filters and all of
That's
that.
great.
Have you ever had to have a any major repair?
Never. No. Nothing's wrong with the car at all.
You've not had a transmission done?
No. It's not flipping. It's not doing anything.
This woman has 225,000 miles and never... Now, obviously, you've done brakes, right?
We've done brakes and those little spark plug things.
Oh, yeah, you get all that.
Like that.
Does she have a name?
Your car?
Her name's Gigi.
I knew it. I knew it.
Great grandma.
What is going on with Gigi at this point?
Well, the past 6 months or so, I've been watching her, and so I kept track. I went in and got an oil change.
Yeah.
So I had full oil, and I've set the odometer, and at 800 miles, I went back into Grease Monkey, and it was down 3 quarts of oil.
Wow. How long of a period was that in miles?
800 miles.
Yeah, there's definitely a problem.
Right. And
but but even if, and I'm not saying this is probably impossible, but even if it needed the whole engine, I mean, you have already beat the system. But in any case, what do you guys think of all of a sudden this happened?
Did you ever check the oil yourself after having it changed? You don't mess with it, right?
I do now, but now I'm just
is it possible? Is it possible it was never filled up?
It's my next thing. Too many people rely at these quick lubes. My shop has them also. They're metered guns. You enter the amount of that you're putting because you always research how many quarts it takes. Your vehicle, whether it's a 4 or 6 cylinders, maybe 4 quarts, you shoot it in. You can never rely on that for accuracy. You have to fire the motor, fill up the filter, and check the level.
Yeah, but Robin, so what we're asking is this. Have you tried a few cycles to make sure, like fill it up and drive again to make sure it is burning that much?
I'm in the process of that right now. The last time was 800 miles. I'm at 300 miles right now, but I have not checked it.
Okay, wait for another 800. I mean, another 500.
Check it out. Go ahead and just check it. 300 miles is 300 miles, Tom.
Yeah, but
if you're going through 3 quarts in that small period of time...
Yeah, but she already did it. She already did it at 800. I thought if she did it at another 800, she has a direct comparison.
One other thing is...
if they say I'm down 300 or 3 quarts again at 800...
Then we have a consistency. You have a problem.
Yeah.
And what would the most likely problem be, guys? Rings?
Oil control rings are probably not releasing. Tom, what would you throw in?
Clogged PCV valve.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And would BG products clean that?
Well, they have an EPR, Engine Performance Restoration. Fabulous product, especially this car with 225. It restores compression. It helps release the rings. Other benefits you've probably seen.
What part? Al's spot on. And we've tested it.
Yeah.
We did a before and after compression test. 20% increase.
Oh, my God.
Absolutely.
Do they make aircraft products?
They should.
I mean, it wouldn't matter. I mean, wink, wink. You're not supposed to use stuff unless it's approved, but it
By the
sounds to me
FAA,
like, what the hell wrong? I mean, it sounds
the
like,
MOA, the motor oil additive, is fabulous.
Okay, listen, Robin, quick question
You sound
here.
like you all just spoke Spanish to me. I
All right,
don't even know.
well, here's what we're...
Nosotros no hablamos en
All
español.
right, here's what we're going to say. Don't do anything until you confirm you have another 3-quart or 2-quart drop, okay? If it's 2, you'd be concerned at 800 miles. So, if you do, Al was saying he would take it and check certain things, simple things first, to the more complicated things with compression testing. But that's what you need, an honest shop, and it sounds like you already have one. But they,
I do.
Okay, then you would check, what was the valve you said might be clogged?
PCV valve can clog.
Positive crank ventilation.
Yeah, PCV valve could be clogged. And then the other thing is the oil retention rings. Okay, so, and then that is checked through compression, right, guys?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And if she ever wanted, like, that other opinion or for the show purpose, we'll do the compression test at no charge.
Yeah.
And we can get that product sponsored. I'll do the change and the product at no cost.
Yeah, now the product he's talking about is if you have a bit of a compression problem, which could be, if it's from stuck rings, I mean, then the BG product can free it up possibly, and you never have to break into the engine.
EPR stands for Engine Performance Restoration.
So it's not my engine burning oil.
We don't know.
Gigi, here's the thing.
We don't know.
What we're talking in all this Spanish language we were using, oil control rings, all that does is it takes the oil that splashes up onto the cylinder walls, scrapes it, so when the fuel is being burned, it's not burning oil at the same time necessarily. It'll burn a little bit. What happens is if they get stuck and they don't open, too much oil goes into your cylinder, and now you're burning oil and fuel.
Okay,
and that's
so
how you're using oil. That's what it means when they say using oil.
And so, Al Aramis, you can get a hold of 303 Pro Auto. Tell him you were on the show. Now, listen, John wants to talk about high mileage. Go ahead, John. What were you going to say?
Yeah, you guys talking about cars, and I just wanted to call in and say I have an original Toyota Tundra from 2002, and I'm closing in on 475,000 miles on it.
Oh, my goodness. Oh, my
I'm
goodness.
going to try to make it up to $1 million.
Any major repairs?
Nope, just standard, suspension stuff, but nothing engine or transmission.
How often do you change your oil?
Probably every 6,000 miles, and I just use the conventional oil on it.
Wow.
That's great. And you went through tires, that's about it, right?
What kind did you say it was?
It's a 02 Toyota Tundra.
Wow. Good luck, man. That's fun. When you get to 500,000, you should call us and come into the show, and we'll do a Facebook on it. It would be fun. Wink and Wink are bankruptcy attorneys I hope you never need. They're there to do Chapter 13s, which can help you stop a foreclosure in its tracks. You take the rearage of what you owe, and you get 5 years to pay it off. They can also write down loans if you are paying on something that you're upside down in. They can write off part of the balance. That's a Chapter 13. In some cases, it's the ticket. In other cases, you may have to do a Chapter 7. And I hope you don't have to ever do any of them. They also can counsel you for debt settlement. Winkandwink.com, 303-410-1720. Okay, it is car day today. We have our experts standing by, of course, to answer all of your car questions. And RVs are cars too, right? Well, they're motor vehicles. Century RV up near Longmont, near our friends at Hands On Auto Tech. Yeah, they're on the 119 turnoff to Longmont and I-25, and they have a service department up there, Century RV, CenturyRV.com. They're also out west in Lakewood, just north of 6th Avenue between Kipling and Sims, next to Woodley's, with new units starting at just around $10,000. They have motorhomes as well. Go see them, CenturyRV.com, 303-453-1111.
This report is brought to you by your local...
For your daughter's car. Yeah, man. Something, but man, there's 322 TSPs on that car. You know?
No, hey, the driveline stuff, they covered her. They already replaced that entire PTO and everything, and it's leaking now. They told her what's going to do. We've already fulfilled the warranty.
Was she out of warranty or what?
Well, it had 100,000. She was in that, and they did it. And so they said,
where's she at now?
She's right at the border at 100. And they said, though, well, because we've already done your thing, you have no more money. Your powertrain is...
I mean, that's the kind of, you go to a restaurant and you get a raw piece of chicken. You send it back and they bring it out, and you got another raw piece of chicken. You complain, they say, we're sorry, we already brought you another piece of chicken.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, they also did the engine in that.
Really?
Yeah, they leaned out and took out some valves. You had a misfire. Burned the valves and changed the motor. And had
and the breather goes right to that air engine tube. She's sucking oil into the engine. And that's a direct injection car, right?
Right, yeah.
So you don't have any...
But I have somebody sleeping in front.
No, I know, but I'm warning you that this will burn valves, and it'll keep happening.
It threw me for a minute, Brett. I was like, going, whoa, that's the lady with the oil control problem, not me.
No, these cars, look for this because it'll save you from another engine.
Yeah. That's almost as good as a good hug.
But there's got to be some kind of indicators in the front for that crash system. There's got to be something.
They say the module's fried, and there's nothing related to the accident.
Huh.
I got to do research. We just found out yesterday.
Hi, Tom Martino, the tale of two contractors. Let's talk. Genesis Total Exteriors. They do interiors, kitchens and baths, and basements, and they do exteriors from the roof, siding, windows, gutters, decks. Genesis Total Exteriors. I've known Mark Szymanski personally for many years. In this time of contractors where we hear every day of people taking money and running, you need somebody you can trust. 303-679-8509, GenesisTotalExteriors.com. On the other end of the scale, now I don't mean in quality, they're both equal quality, but House Modern is for the dream, ultimate dream house, high-end kitchens and baths. There's no other way to put it. Yeah, they're more expensive than normal. They're not prohibitive, but they're more expensive. And they are unbelievable. They go from the ceiling down to the floor with everything in between, including appliances and fixtures and counters and cabinets. They're all turnkey. Santa Fe, Louisiana, House Modern. It's H-A-U-S-S, housemodern.com. Check them out. Well, you want to talk about a great deal? Jeff, tell me about this deal on locks. What's so great about it?
Okay, here we go.
Has to be great. Go ahead.
There's a lot to unpack here, but some of the stuff is going to be on referrallist.com because I can't.
Okay, so if they go to referrallist.com, they look for City Lock. It's that easy. And on his page.
They can look for Lexus or they can look for Smart Key.
Okay, so what's the deal for those listening? Okay. It's Car Day.
Okay, so for Troubleshooter Referralist fans, and if you own a Lexus, we have the following deal. Most 2005 to 2013 models that are equipped with Smart Key.
Yeah.
That would mean push-button start.
Right.
We have brand new Smart Key, not used, not reshelled, not refurbished, brand new. We include the emergency key, and we cut the emergency key. We include the programming diagnostics to make it work on the car. And that's not it. There's more. If you get an additional Smart Key at the above deal, you can get $25 off yet an additional one.
But what's the original deal? How much?
Well, we're getting there.
Okay.
But on that second one, we're not going to charge you additional for programming it. Just one programming
fee.
No,
I got you. Okay.
But we're not done.
Okay.
The old one they bring in with the car.
I only have 40 minutes left, but go ahead.
Put a new battery in it, too.
All right.
Okay.
How much?
The whole deal.
Yeah.
$250 for one, or $375 for two.
No, that's incredible. If anyone, I just got that question today about fobs. It is unbelievable. Look, go to referrallist.com. You can search Lexus, Smart Key, Jeff, City Lock. Here's his number: 303-444-4407. His place is called City Lock. 303-444-4407. Jeff wants to brag. Go ahead, Jeff. Brag.
Hi, this is Jeff.
Yeah.
I've got a F-350. It's a 01. It's got 550,000 miles on it. I got the original engine, original transmission.
Jeff, how does he get 550,000 miles on a transmission?
He's been blessed by God.
Oh. No, really, Jeff, what do you do? What's your secret? If you had to sum it up, what would you say?
Lubrication engineers.
Meaning that you change often your fluids.
No, the oil in the engine's only been changed 10 times.
Wait a minute. No, wait a minute.
The oil in the transmission has only been changed 3 times.
Wait a minute. Hold on. You're talking your engine oil has been changed how many times?
10.
Every 50,000 miles.
Yep.
And then you're defying what everyone else says. And how many times has your transmission been done?
3 times.
Okay. Now, what do you mean by lubrication engineering?
That's Lubrication Engineers is the name of the manufacturer of the product.
Oh, so it's like an AMSOIL, but not AMSOIL. It's another one. Is it a network marketing thing?
No, it's strictly sold to industrial markets. You can go on, punch in LE Lubricants and see the website.
And what's special about the oil? Is it synthetic?
Some products are. Actually, the oil that I've run in that engine is not a synthetic product. It's a mineral oil.
How often do you change the filter?
I used to change the filter halfway through, but I've done oil analysis on the product and done particle counting on the oil analysis, and that 7.3 really does not generate a whole lot of contaminant.
Have you had this from new?
I bought it in 03. It had about 40,000 miles on it when I bought it.
I find this very difficult to believe. I'm not saying I don't believe it. It's very difficult. Guys, what do you think, man? He's got 500. I don't want to belabor it, but what do you think quickly? Anybody? If not, I'll just keep moving.
I'd love to see. I'd love to be able to pull it apart and see measure his internals, see how bad they are. Diesels.
What do you mean bad? I mean, he's got 550,000 miles.
I bet you they're a little worn though. Diesels are so loud, you almost won't hear a knocking. And plus, diesels can go a lot longer than gases. Just because
you're right. It is a diesel. That is one thing for sure. But what about with diesels? I would think you have to change the oil for sure. It's even more contaminated.
Is that 15 quart on that one?
12 or 15, yeah, it could be.
Yeah. But you use quite a bit. But to me, 55,000 miles on oil.
Yeah.
Okay.
50. Well, average is about 50. Would you say your interval, since you got it at 35,000, it's a 50,000-mile interval, is what you're saying, Jeff?
Yeah, the lubrication engineers, up until the EGR engines came out a few years back, lubrication engineers claimed 100,000-mile drain intervals in diesel trucks.
Well, okay. That's a whole show in itself. 303-713-TALK. Margie, what's going on with you, Margie?
Oh, hey, Tom.
Yeah.
A friend of mine and I put our clothing, mine was brand new, had never been used, at a place called Act 2 in Littleton, on Littleton Boulevard, and then they have another store on South Broadway.
Wait, is Act 2 like right on Main Street?
Yeah, no, it's in Woodlawn Shopping Center.
Oh, okay. So what about it? How much worth of stuff did you put there?
Well, I put about $250 worth of stuff there. 2 brand new dresses that were formal, like for a prom or something.
And what happened? Did she sell it and not pay?
Nope, they closed.
You mean when
completely gone?
Completely, and all the stuff's out of the store?
Yep, both stores. My girlfriend went over there to get her money.
Where was the second store?
It's on South Broadway. I'm not sure.
I wonder how many people in all got ripped off.
Oh, I'm sure hundreds.
Oh, my.
That place was completely full. So she went over there to get her money, and she told me that it was closed. And I said, oh, well, I'll call Tom Martino about that.
Hold on, man. What's her name?
Her name is Joanne Mack.
Mack?
M-A-C-K. My girlfriend?
No, I'm talking about the one who owned the store.
Oh, I have no idea who owned the store.
You don't know who owned it, okay.
No, I don't.
We need to investigate this. I mean, this is the first we're hearing about it, and I'm surprised, when this many people get ripped off, we usually hear from a few. This is terrible. Thank goodness it's only 2 dresses, you know what I mean, but
yeah, well,
I wonder how many. Now, is there a sign on the window or anything?
Yeah. Everything's just completely gone.
And no warning.
No, just like it's all gone. It's
Oh
like, what the
man.
heck?
Okay, if
Yeah,
any
crazy.
no, this is a good forum for this. You need to leave your information with Daphne. If anyone knows anything about Act 2 consignment stores, Daphne, take Margie's info in case people call, or write to us, help@troubleshooter.com. And you can write to us there about anything. And if you want to get on the show or if you need help, you got to include a phone number. We won't share it, but it's help@troubleshooter.com. Normal email, normal email format without spaces. Help@troubleshooter.com. And then, Margie, we will get back to you. Anyone know about Act 2 consignment stores? There were 2 of them. Now, Steve the painter is yet another one calling. Now, Steve is Star Quality Painting, and I've known him for years. And he has a Ford Dually with 563,000. Is it a diesel, Steve?
Yeah, 7.3 diesel.
And Steve, how long have you actually owned it? How many of those miles?
Brand new. Bought it.
Oh my God!
Thinking new.
Oh my goodness! What is your secret?
Same thing.
What?
Oil changes and keep up on the maintenance.
Wait. Don't say same thing. The last guy said he does his oil changes every 50,000 miles, which is not recommended, but he's got 550,000 miles on it. How often do you do your oil changes?
About every 8,000 miles.
Okay. And you do your filter, of course. What kind of oil do you use?
Just regular, straight, regular motor oil. Nothing, just for the diesel.
Do you mean straight or multi-visc?
It's that diesel motor oil. It's specially made for diesels.
Guys, are they most multi-visc oils for diesel or straight?
Yeah, he's probably running Rotella, which is like a 1540.
Okay.
Yep,
and
that's exactly what I use.
Wow, 563,000. Have you ever done the transmission?
Yes, when it had 2,000 miles on it.
Oh, well then that doesn't count. That was a defect. What happened?
I have no idea. It's just that it went out.
But you really, for all intents and purposes, you really haven't done, a transmission, look, in 560,000 miles. That's incredible. That's incredible. Thank you, Star Quality Painting. Wow. John, welcome, John. What's happening?
Yes, Tom. I'm selling my car, and I talked to you once on the air, and you suggested using Blinker.
I love Blinker because, it takes care of the paperwork, the liens. It helps people who are buying on it get a loan. So I like it. I like the format. What's going on with it? It's a smart app, by the way, and it's blinker.com is the website. What about it?
Yeah, I agree with you. They're wonderful. But what they do is they have a black book price that you can't go over if you want to sell your car. And I've got a buyer for the price that I'm want to sell it.
But you can't list it on there for them to use it. That's ridiculous. Are you sure that's the truth?
Yes.
Because here's why. On Cars.com, hey Daphne, get them on the phone if you could. On Cars.com, you can list it for more, way more. And what it does is without you voluntarily doing it, you can't stop it. It either says bad deal, poor deal, fair deal, good deal, great deal. Did you know that? It literally goes out and looks at the marketplace and the wholesales and the mileage, and it calculates with I hate the word algorithm. Everybody's using algorithm, but they do.
Yeah, and it knows the area too, what they're selling for. Because something back east or something in Texas sells for different.
And it'll say great deal.
Yep.
Or good deal or bad deal. Now, I'm surprised, John, that Blinker, I almost find it impossible. Those guys are smart. I can't believe they would limit someone's asking price. So hold on. We're going to get to the bottom of it. I mean, we can't tell them how to do business, of course, but I think it would be plain, flat out stupid. It really would. Cindy, what's going on with you, Cindy?
Hey, Tom.
Hi. What's happening?
I have a really sad story about my Toyota RAV4 that only had 60,000 miles on it. And
Hold on a second. Hold on. It's a sad story. You say 60,000 miles.
60,000 miles, and I took it in for service, and plus the engine light was on. So I took it in to my buddies at Pro Auto. They're amazing, by the way.
Yeah.
And what happened was the engine now is broken. The timing chain broke, and a piece of the timing chain dropped into the engine. I don't know why that happened. All I know is that it's over $6,000 to get it fixed, which I can't afford.
So it just happened all of a sudden.
You know what? I couldn't tell you that. I've been taking it.
How many miles on it? How many miles on it?
60,000.
60, and what kind is it?
It's a Toyota RAV4 2011.
Okay, 11. Got it. Oh man, and Al Aramis, he's serviced it once in a while.
Yeah, I mean, I just took it in for oil changes, and then
Al, I think you owe her a complete new engine. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. It's fun though, because whenever anybody touches an engine, it's a joke we have in the car business. But really, just catastrophic things happen, right?
Mm-hmm,
I mean,
yeah, and I'm not familiar with this particular vehicle, but you said the chain. They told you the chain had broken.
Yeah,
or failed.
But I'm illiterate when it comes to cars.
The timing chain, and it was an interference engine, right?
Yeah, I'm assuming. Oh yeah, on that 2011. Yeah, I'm assuming. So.
Okay,
I'd have to look it up.
So how much is it going to cost to fix, Cindy?
Well, more than $6,000, more money than I have.
What is it worth, the vehicle, if it had a decent engine? Do you know?
To be honest with you, I've never.
Does anyone know a 2011 RAV4? It would be worth a pretty good dime.
2011, probably. What do you think? 12 to 15, maybe.
Yeah, I think so. With 60,000 miles.
Yeah,
with a decent
you'd have to
engine?
look it up for that area. Yeah, if it's all-wheel drive too, probably right.
So what do you want to do?
Yeah.
What do you want?
I want to ask you. Well, I have a buddy in the car business. He's trying to find an engine for me that he can just rebuild for less money.
Or a used engine, and just take your chances because, you know.
Yeah.
Do you have the 6-cylinder or the 4-cylinder?
What'd you say?
4 or 6-cylinder.
4. I think it's 4, the smaller one.
Okay.
And so my question would be: is if I can't get another engine, how am I going to get the most money out of it? I mean, do I just take it to?
That's a good question, Cindy. That's a really good question. How does she avoid just scrap? Hold on a sec. Let's contemplate this. We'll come back and take other calls too. But hang on, Cindy. If anyone has any ideas as well, 303-713-TALK, 713-8255. Joe Lazzara is a criminal defense attorney I hope you never need. He handles all kinds of crime that people are accused of. Sometimes people are falsely accused. Other times people's rights are violated. And in DUIs, it's mostly people being stupid, trying to calculate what they can do and drink and drive. Now, you should avoid those, and they can be avoided. Joe Lazzara, he pays me to do commercials, not to preach to people, but the bottom line is, with Uber and Lyft, there is absolutely no reason to drive when you're drinking. If you need help, Joe Lazzara, even if you want to plead guilty, Joe Lazzara, you have to get through the system, 303-429-6200. 429-6200. You can find Joe on my referral list, as well as all of the people that advertise with me at referralist.com.
This is Denver's Talk Station, 630 KHOW.
I don't know anything about it.
It looks like it's not too uncommon.
Yeah, no, they have agents. I know that.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to think. I didn't see that car, and I think it might be at my Littleton store, and I haven't at the Denver store.
Is that like a plastic chain, or is it?
No. There's some TSBs on timing, chain, and noise, and rattle, so I guess they had VVT solenoid issues. I wondered how often she was changing oil. See, that's the thing. Like, with that car at the diesel truck...
There aren't that many cars affected on that odometer thing there, Tom. But there's not that many, not as many as I
You mean on that TSB?
Boy, it could be way worse.
There's a couple more TSBs like that, though. But...
multiple?
Are you looking at the one I sent? Yeah, so there's other ones. That one just covers that little group. And then, you know, other...
Why did they break them up into different TSBs? I don't understand that.
Probably because of the motor that's in that vehicle. So the TSBs are going to pertain to certain motors.
Yeah, 777. Well, why are there two different ones here, Sam?
The one you want to read is the one that's...
I got a premature timing chain, and then the other one was oil life monitor calibration. That's what you're talking about.
Yeah.
What about that premature oil thing? Works best for my... I mean, the premature timing chain.
I think that's in the oil life reset. That's what they're saying to do.
It starts to work on contact.
Okay, it is.
Last manually.
Yeah.
Those are the people who had it already installed. That's what they said.
It's probably all highway. Yeah. That's what they're doing. They're seeing that these things are breaking early, and they're like, "Why is it happening?" And they're like, "No, we were letting them go too long with oil." Now, here's the thing, though: it's not every car is the same. So that guy with the diesel going 50K, which I find hard to believe. Yeah, you can go 10, 20 in a diesel, and it's going to keep running because it doesn't have the tiny little itty-bitty ports that these GMs do with the timing machine to feed the tensioners and stuff. That's what people have to understand.
Don't you have a hard time to believe that oil filter will last 55,000 miles?
Well, they got a bypass valve.
Well, yeah, but then that's what it's doing.
He's bypassing. He's not even filtering.
But he's telling you, I'm checking something.
He's went 550,000. I would like, Tom, if you got that guy's information, I would offer to take his engine apart and look at the pieces and take pictures of it.
Then you own it.
I just want to see it, Tom. I just want to see it.
Then if anything goes wrong with that, he just wants a new vehicle.
I could have won $1 million.
Yeah, but he wants to talk about a product that goes, that right.
I mean, I can just pull a valve.
To open up an engine like that, it would be suicide.
He winds up, he's making it sound like, oh, I got this. I got
Curiosity killed the cat.
Yeah, you're right. I got mystery oil. How do we verify that that's what he's got?
It's so frustrating, all the misinformation and then, it's a diesel, so you're not going to hear the knocking and the rattling that's occurring in that motor right now, you know?
So you're saying you don't think he's like, you're thinking he goes 55,000 miles on an engine.
Financial goals. Affordable home ownership is within reach. It just takes a 10.
But I'm sure it's all high, which helps. I don't know of an oil filter out there that will withstand that kind of mileage without the filament breaking down.
Well, that too. But usually the bypass valve will open once the filament's tough.
But and then it's not filtered. It breaks apart though. It'll come apart.
It can, yeah. But once the bypass valve open, it's not going through that anymore, right? It's not going through the pavement anymore.
Hi, Tom Martino here, 303-713-TALK, 713-8255. Let's talk to Deb at Blinker. Now, we love Blinker. We have them on our referral list at referrallist.com, blinker.com, and the smart app. The reason I love it is because you can go on it and list your car, and somebody buying it can get financing as if you're a dealer, and they take care of, and if the car has a lien on it, they take care of wiring the lien and making sure it's paid and transferring the leftover to the seller, or if there's a deficit, collecting from the seller. I mean, I honest to goodness think it's one of the best services there is. But then this guy calls and says, Tom, I love Blinker. He says he loves it except for one thing. And I just refuse to believe they could make this much of a boner. So he says that they will not let you sell your car now, let me get this straight, John. What are you saying exactly? That you love the service, but you went to list your car. You even have a buyer ready to buy, may want to use their financing, who knows. But the bottom line is it won't let you list your car. Why?
They will let me list the car, but the price they will not be able to adjust the price.
In other words, there's a maximum price that you can ask for that car, and that's it.
Right, from their black book.
Now, on Cars.com, they don't do it that way. On Cars.com, you can ask any price, but Cars does inject a little badge that says poor deal, good deal, fair deal, great deal, all of that. So now, without further ado, Deb, Blinker.com, do you guys limit what someone can ask for a car?
Well, the app will not let you list it for more than its value with the black book and a percentage over. But you can negotiate with the buyer. The buyer can offer you more, and you can accept it.
But how do you do that if you can't list it for that?
You can list it for whatever the app will allow you to, and then the buyer can make you an offer for more than that.
No, I understand that part. I understand that part, but it would be bad politics to do that, because then because here's what happens to the buyer. He's thinking, why won't they let you list it for more? There must be something. I don't know. Deb, may I ask you, why would you ever get involved in free enterprise? I'm just curious. Why would you guys do that? I mean, it's the one thing that I think, I'll just be straight, man. I love this app, and it kind of, I don't think it's any of your guys' business what we ask for the car.
Well, is this a financeable car, John?
No, it's completely
But even if it was, Deb, you guys have the option of turning that down as far as what you'll loan on it.
Correct. Well, we will only loan for 10 years or newer.
Right. No, I understand. And you'll only loan certain loan to values. I understand all of that. And that's completely acceptable. But for the life of me, and if Rodney was sitting here, the founder, I'd say, Rodney, why would you ever limit anyone? I mean, I just don't understand the reasoning behind it, the logic behind it.
What year is this car, John?
It's a 2003 Subaru Baja.
Because the black book and the black book value on that is based on the age and the fact that it may have excessive miles. Have you tried to change the condition to excellent?
I have it at excellent.
Now, how much are you selling it for?
I'm selling it for $11,750.
And what is the max the app will let you go?
$8,900.
Yeah, so I don't know, Deb, even though we're talking about this one vehicle, I'm not talking about this one vehicle. I'm literally talking about the app. I mean, in today's market, my God, I mean, you're going to drive people to cars.com. I mean, I don't understand it at all.
I think like I said, a lot of it has to do with the age. The fact that it may have...
Deb, we're not disputing that it's accurate. We're not disputing that at all. Forget that argument. I agree that your black book price is spot on, 1,000%. That's not the issue. The issue is called freedom, free enterprise. It's a totally different issue. You're limiting what people can ask for the car. I don't think it's a discussion of honesty or ethics. There is no discussion there. You guys, so far, were the best app out there. But I don't think, here's the real thing. I don't know how many people are going to want to list for more. I mean, maybe it's not even that big a deal. It just...
There's very few of those, and
right.
A lot of them are older cars, cars and things like that, and it will not let you list them.
But certainly, it can't take much for your software to say, do you acknowledge this is blah blah blah, and do you still want to ask this much money or something like that? I mean, certainly, it can't be that difficult. And I'm not. Obviously, I can't tell you guys how to do business, but I'm saying it can't be that complicated to take a limitation off.
See, and unfortunately, that's an engineering question.
Right. I know.
That has come up in the past.
Yeah.
And we have had people that have wanted to list it for more than what the app will allow them.
Yeah.
So we instruct them to have the buyer make them that offer, like I said, and they accept it. It doesn't happen that often.
Right.
It's almost 99% of the time accurate in the value and the listing amount that it was originally.
Well, I think it's 100% accurate. The accuracy is not at stake. I think you're going to find sellers, however, who can find suckers to pay more. And I mean that. But I say bravo if they can. Who cares, right? And I would say, listen, your app. You know, for me to pick apart one thing that might happen in 1,000 transactions, you know, it's 99.999999% perfect, but it just, I didn't believe John, I guess, when he said it. So there's no reason to have a long discussion. But Deb, I would love to talk to Rodney about it. Rod Busher started this thing. He's a genius, I think. I really do. I believe he's a marketing genius. And I can't believe any limitation would be put on that at all based on his knowledge of the marketplace. Now, he might think, you know what, Tom? There are so few people out there, and he might tell me this. We don't even want to list them. We don't want to. And then I can understand. He might say, you know what? We don't want those kinds of deals listed anyway. You know, I'll buy that. Hey, Cynthia, what's going on with you? Meanwhile, people, Blinker is a great smartphone app, by the way. Okay, Cynthia, go ahead.
Hello, just two quick comments, Tom. I had a 2001, well, I have a 2001 Tiki Cruiser with 289,000 miles. I thought I could beat these other people, but I guess I
A
can't.
PT Cruiser, that's pretty good for that piece of crap. What?
It is.
Took the words out of my mouth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What else?
It is.
What else?
The second question is for the I have a '93 Cadillac Eldorado Touring Coupe with 170,000 miles on it. Do I still have to put premium gas into that?
Well, here's what I'm going to say, and I want my experts to see if they understand me.
Okay.
You only need premium gas if it asks for it.
Okay.
Now, do you know what I mean? Tell me what I mean, experts. Only if it asks for it.
The car's computer is programmed to expect the gas it asks for. So if you're going over that, it's just overkill. And if you go under it, the computer's working harder to compensate for it.
And sometimes can't compensate for it.
That's correct.
And it'll tell you. And how does it tell you?
You'll hear pinging. You'll hear some noise.
Or
you might get a check engine light.
Or a ticking, you know. But what I'm saying is, Cynthia, and it varies from car to car. And these guys will tell you, you can literally have cars the same year, same make and model, and a couple of them will yell about it, and a couple of them won't. Why, guys? Is it that finite, right? Or that tiny of a difference?
There's so many differences in designs. Yep.
Yeah.
And you'll get your best fuel economy using what it asks for too. So.
You will?
Oh.
Okay. But seriously, Cynthia, I go to the lowest and work my way up.
Oh, great.
Until I stop hearing noises. But you know what? I think the recommendations are always safest. What are you laughing at, Al? You're thinking, what a cheapskate, right?
Guy, I tell you.
A couple pennies. I don't know. What do you think, though? I mean, it really does help. Now, on high-performance cars, you definitely want...
with the compression you do. But the vehicles have such a computer, have the knock sensor. It hears what the motor's doing.
Uh-oh.
It adjusts.
Guess who's going to kick my butt? Brutus, because I got to do this.
This report is brought to you by Alliance Leasing.
Several troubles.
I don't use high test.
No,
Or as my mom used to call it.
My Hyundai, it says because of turbo, they want at least the mid-grade, 87 octane below. Does that affect the
Because
turbo?
you have a higher compression with the turbo. Okay. You know, as the turbo spools off, the pressure.
Will I do any harm to my car?
Now, the other question.
Will I do any harm to my car?
As long as your knock sensor can compensate for it, no. But if you are pinging and pre-detonating, yeah, that's bad for it.
But the other question is up here.
Is that G-Wagon have high
mid-grade
compression?
87, where if you go to 800 feet, mid-grade is like 89, and they only go to 85. So up here, it says 87. Up here, that's a mid-grade, whereas down there...
You know, I wonder, hey Al, what do you think? What do you think, guys?
No mileage.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, guys, do we get less air in the combustion chamber because of our altitude?
Yes.
So then you're going to have, is that why they have the lower octane here?
Right. Well, because you have less air, yes, you can get away with things here that you can't get away with.
So my car book says 87, no go anything less than 87. Well, 87 is basically equal to 85.
Well, see, the thing is, so while most normal aspirated cars are going to get less air in that combustion chamber,
your oxygen sensor pumps more air in.
He's got a turbo. He's pumping more, and he's compressing.
Our engines compensate for being up here most of them.
Yeah, they adjust it, absolutely. Well, I guess what I'm saying is it says 87, whereas 87 is the normal grade if you go to 1,000 foot.
No, I understand. Okay, I understand.
But see, you're compressing the air with that turbo, so you actually might be getting the normal amount of air in there where we're not, because we're not compressing.
Okay, here I am, 303-713.
Talk. I want to take people who have been waiting the absolute longest. Jeremy, go ahead, Jeremy. What's happening?
Hey, Tom.
Hey.
Hey, so I just have a quick question.
Yeah.
I want to know what our rights are for. My wife's van was totaled with the hailstorm.
Okay.
So I went and purchased a new vehicle from the same dealer we bought that car from.
Okay.
We got home, everything was fine, and then got a screw in the tire this week and took it in and got it replaced. But then the discount tire told us that the one tire that's on the back driver's side is over 12 years old.
Okay.
I'm just wondering if there's anything we could do, if they're responsible at all for selling it with that old of a tire on it?
No, no. It's as is, right? Or was it? It wasn't new, right? It was as is.
No,
I mean,
it was as is.
Yeah, no. Well, as is means exactly that. I mean, let's put it this way. I don't know how they know it's 12 years old. I guess by the number.
It's the DOT number. That's the code.
And guys, and does it still have tread on it?
It does look good. It still has tread, but
guys, if it gets old, you should still, even if it has tread, you should replace it.
It dry rots and it basically loses the integrity.
Does it dry rot though if you're using it?
Yes.
Look at it, and if you see cracks on the side of that tire, then you should replace it.
Go ahead.
You look in the micro, in between the treads and the inner parts, you spread it, you'll see cracks.
But Jeremy, the short answer is they don't owe you anything, truly. It's an as-is vehicle. Now, they're supposed to have certain safety standards when they sell a car, but they're not bad tires just because they're old. You don't the safety standard does not go by what could happen. It goes by the condition the car's in, like windshield brakes and stuff. And even those are pretty lax.
I think the only thing you can go back for is emissions, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
That's right. Within 3 days of that. Cindy, what's happening? Cindy?
Her engine broke.
Tom?
Yeah, what happened to your engine?
Oh, it's just the timing chain broke.
Oh, you're the one. I'm sorry. Yeah, we were talking about it.
Okay.
And so, guys, what?
I don't know if it would help, but we can do that for $4,500. I know she said $6,000, but I did some research over the break.
Cindy, if you want to try to get it fixed, we can get you good deals. Like Tom just said, $4,500. And I know that might be out of range, but think about buying a whole car. Okay?
I know.
I mean, really, if you've kept great care of this, I don't know if you did or not, or maybe you want to get something different.
Well, I have taken really good care of it. I bought it with like 10,000 miles on it, so I don't know if maybe something happened before I bought it. I don't really know what the deal is.
But here's the deal, though. If you can get it done for $45,000, and let's say if you sell it, you're not going to get anything for it right now. You'll get a couple grand. Will she even get a couple grand, guys? Will she?
If she finds a mechanic that wants to buy it, she might get $2,000.
Okay, so if you get $2,000 and you buy something else, having it done for $45,000 would be equivalent of getting it done for like 60. Finding a car for $65,000.
True.
And you may not be able to find one for $65,000 that good. You know what I'm saying? Plus sales tax.
I know.
So, I mean, give it some thought and good, we'll give you the name. It's Hands On Auto Tech, or you can just call us again or write help@troubleshooter.com. Hands On Auto Tech, 720-340-4024. I wish we could do more for you. Terry, what's going on with you?
Hi, Tom.
Hi.
Long-time listener.
Thank you.
Hey, listen, my wife has a 1999 Chrysler 300M, and the car has been surging lately. Now, it doesn't do it very often.
How many miles on it?
About 230,000.
Wow, cool. Okay.
She loves the car, but it's been surging. She'll be driving along, and the RPMs will go up to like 4,000, but then it'll drop down where she can barely get over 40 miles an hour. It'll only do it for 20 or 30 minutes at a time, and then it just runs fine. It's not throwing any codes, and nobody can seem to find the problem.
What do you guys think, man? What does that sound like? Surging could be almost anything.
I mean, I got to do a ton of research right now, but
sounds
if I saw
like
it,
the computer.
Yeah. Fuel pump. Fuel pump having an issue, starting to fail, possibly something in the fuel delivery.
Listen, most of our guys can do a preliminary free diagnostic on this. If you go to referralist.com. Seriously, Terry, where are you? What part of town?
I'm actually in Sterling, about 120 miles.
Damn.
Good old Sterling.
Damn.
Beautiful Colorado.
Okay, so the most likely candidate for this sudden surging, and they have 200 and something thousand miles. What do you think?
I would put a fuel pressure gauge on that vehicle and put it up on my inspection, and I'd go drive it and watch it if that changes at all. Do I have fuel delivery? I always verify that I have what I need.
Okay,
That's how I
do. And then
Tom, what would you do in a surge case?
Was this a 99 Chrysler 300?
Yes.
With 200,000 miles?
Yeah.
You got your money out of that car, I would.
She loves the car, though. Is it in excellent condition?
It's in really good condition.
Yeah, it's worth looking at.
It doesn't use a drop of oil. It needs a little bit of paint, but she just absolutely loves the car. Something else, probably unrelated, is that the lights inside will flicker, the interior lights.
That could be aliens or a spaceship.
No, seriously, would that be connected in any way?
Alternator output. Have you heard of that? It could have AC waves coming out of the alternator.
The alternator waves messing the computer.
But would that cause it to surge?
Well, once the computer gets messed up, all the sensors
go crazy. The computer needs an exact voltage.
All right, let's try to squeeze in Mac. Mac, a 2012 Dodge Grand Caravan key fob makes the lights flash. Is that right?
Yeah, you get in the car, you have the key fob in your hand, and parking lights will flash a couple times.
Okay, that's because it's getting a signal from it where the short in the fob. If you just heard City Lock, they have all kinds of specials in Boulder. You can call them on the phone, and they can even do things over the phone. By the way, we're just out of time. Remember, referralist.com.
Americans are always on the...
Yeah, that was a good
Jesus, that was like rocking and rolling of everything.
You guys kill us. You guys are smart.
I mean, we made a more BS in a week.
Well, that key fob, I bet you needs a new battery in it. That's what it is.
And you know what?
That's all right.
No, we would disagree with you. We just want you to feel smart and intelligent around us.
I know, it's hard. It's hard.
Jeff, anything you want to add on that?